Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to A-Listers, episode 73, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys are slapping the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel if you're yet to do so. Every single one of you guys right here, right now, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do so. Today, I arrive on A-Listers as the victor because Arsenal lost 1-0 at home to Aston. Chelsea lost 2-1 away to Aston Villa. Man United drew away 2-2 to Everton, which is actually a good result for them. And of course, we beat Manchester City 2-0 at the Etihad. Listen, 300 people in the building. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel if you're yet to do so. Every single one of you amazing, incredible people, please hit the like button and subscribe. I see that as well. Terry raided us, so big up to Terry for the raid. All these guys' channels is in the description. Please do go give them a subscribe. And yeah, I actually look forward to the show. Joining me first and foremost, the first guy, he can be introduced despite the fact he had a hiccup result because it's a 2-2 draw, which is a good result for him. Man like Shik is in the building. Hi, Shik.
Big up to everyone. I'm here because I'm here just so I don't get fined like every single week. The only difference this week is that I didn't lose. So like you said, good result for us. Road to safety. Hashtag road to safety continues. And yeah, man, we're here. We're here. But everybody else lost, which is a good weekend, to be fair, except you, of course, which I hate because now it looks like you're going to win your 20th league title. And we'll get into it, but everybody else lost. All the other scrubs, you know, it is what it is. But yeah. I say that
well. Let's go, man. Let's go. You can no longer sing 20 times, Man United. This is the worst year of your life now. It can be the worst year ever. But there is another scenario from hell. Just let Atleti knock out Real Madrid and wait what I'll do. Joining us next on the channel. Just wait. Okay, now we've got 3 losses. One guy lost to the best team in the country, so I'll introduce him next. The most fraudulent City fan on the platform. Yes, more fraudulent than even Hamza himself. And he's here. You know, I'm starting calling Hamza now Vator of England, you know. Man like Vator is in the building. Hi, Vator.
Hilarious. Hey, what's good? I'll let you shine. I'll let you enjoy this moment. It's been long overdue. I see you're drinking less coffee. You're stressing with less cigarettes. Life is good for you, so congratulations. And yeah, we'll speak on it because despite me losing, other clubs are having it a lot worse than me. So we'll have a good conversation today. So thanks for having me on.
Listen, one team lost to West Ham at home, so he's going to be the last one introduced. Joining me next, this guy is the reason why he lost the game. Marcus Rashford. You get me? You know what would have been the worst thing ever? If this guy signed Garnacho and then Rashford ducked on his head top. Guys, this is a swift reminder. Chelsea Football Club wanted Garnacho in January and they were willing to pay 60 million of the King's finest, previously the Queen's finest. Joining me is the man, the myth, the fraud, the fighter of prime. And if you watch carefully, Lewis, you know exactly what happened earlier on. Man like Lewis is in the building. How do you, Lewis, mate?
I'm now on Shik's vibe. I'm just here so I don't get fined. But yeah, good to see you guys again. Hope everyone's good. My football club's shit, but because everyone else around me is shit, I somehow still have another lifeline into the top 4. So
it's even you keep saying top 4, by the way. It's top 5. If you get 5th, you get Champions League.
Sorry, like if
he's
we
got
get
standards,
5th, I'll be glad that we're in the UCL, but that's still gonna piss me off.
Yeah, but Vator, if they're not gonna win the league anyway, and 5th place also gets you Champions League, then it's top 5. Who gives a shit?
It's a possibility.
Yeah, we get UCL, but it feels like we got UCL through the back door. Like, just get me top 4. Especially with all the ground that we've dropped off already. Like, nah, this is bullshit.
Top 5.
I've been going around on Chelsea channels. Don, Lewis, I think I was watching CB as well. I've been threatening all the Chelsea fans. Tomorrow, Southampton. Telling you right now, see that game? I don't care. There is no excuse. This is the worst team in the league. We'll talk about it.
Bro,
And to
secondly,
be fair, all of them have said no
Perez
excuse.
leading to a shot.
I can't even
Secondly,
speak on
Perez leading to a
Southampton.
goal. We're second, they're first.
Exactly.
We can't.
There you go. There you go. Also,
They are 8 points off 19th. Forget the drop zone. 19th.
also they employ Aaron Ramsdale. So yeah.
And they can't play Hugo Chukwu.
There you go then. Joining us next on the channel, 1-0 loss at home to the Hammers. Big up Jared Bowen. You notice how Jared Bowen, when he does his interviews, he always does Mo Salah prop. What a guy. What a guy. He delivered. He delivered for Mo Salah and the infamous Red Men. Joining us is the man, the myth, the fraud across multiple platforms. There's a guy that called me today. I'm going to bring this up on some other stream, inshallah, tomorrow. There's a guy that called me today. One of the guys like OGs I worked 4 years ago with, and he was cooking Egal. Everyone knows Egal. I promise you, everyone knows Egal. The guy that I spoke with on the phone, none of you in the chat would even recognize the name if I say it. I promise you, none of you would even recognize it.
Mhm.
You get me? Like, I promise you, like, this is back when Husam had like less than 100 subs. Very long time ago, you know? And even he cooked Egal. Anyway, he's here. Hi, Egal. How you doing?
When do I not show up?
You always show up. I've never said that.
Mhm.
Always show up.
Anyways,
I
Today-
actually think you missed like
That was-
one A-listers episode, I think, max.
probably.
Yeah, only one. Hi, Egal.
Hey, I'm Jacob vibes. Whatever you guys gotta ask me, let me know. I don't have much to say.
Oh my god, man. Egal. Love it. Love it.
Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna ask him for
Get
I'm
all
gonna
the
ask
cliches out.
No, I'm not gonna ask anything about Arsenal. That's not where we're starting. We're not gonna start with Arsenal. As a matter of fact,
Egal.
Arsenal are gonna be the third topic on the channel.
Egal not having a lot to say though. I don't believe it.
Yeah, me neither, but I'm gonna let him have
Yeah.
it.
We want
Big up to Redline Tarango
uh,
says Arsenal potential three-peat of runners-up is worse than in 2001 because we're a United side that three-peated. This time it's two separate sides, City and Liverpool. Inshallah, Redline Taranga.
Oh.
And yeah, the only side to finish second 3 times in a row before Arsenal was Arsenal in 1990s. Big
This
up
guy's
to you.
Oh.
happy, man.
Fucking hell.
Without
Standing
trying to make did I make the stat up? Sheik, is that not a real stat?
What
Is
did
it
I
my
say?
fault?
I didn't say anything.
It's not me. I
don't-
didn't finish second.
This,
I
this
didn't
is
say
They
not
anything.
called me
his
the bridesmaid club. I didn't three-peat second place. I'm just saying. Just saying. Big up to
I'll
Redline
say
Tarango
that's
says
why
without
we
trying...
call Arsenal number 2s. For anyone who wants to know.
There you go. Without trying to make sweeping statements. Actually, big
If
up
you
to
know, you
Lewis
know.
because he was telling troops didn't listen. He was telling troops I'm back again. Do your job first. He was telling him and he didn't listen. And now you see exactly why. There you go. Without trying to make sweeping statements, Arsenal could be remembered as the Red Spurs under Poch. The mentality could be dead after 3 years of failure. Could Saliba and other big guns ask to leave? This is a very interesting question, and we'll get to it, I promise you. And listen, I'm under no illusion. If
And
you
also
ask me
the
my
answer
opinion-
is yes.
yes, and I'm under no
Yes.
illusion. If you asked me 6 months ago, I would have said Saliba should go to Real Madrid, and I say the same opinion. And I think Trent is going to Real Madrid as well. I'm under no illusion. That's the biggest club in the world, and if they want someone,
Bro, now Saliba's going to the Bernabeu too.
yeah,
They're
it's gonna be
do
Saliba,
everything. They're
Trent,
gonna
right
wine
hand
and
side.
dine him in Madrid and everything. Take
Yeah.
him out to dinner, all of that.
I told them one call from Mbappe. You think you want to play with Havertz? Come on, man.
On shirt
Yeah,
swap,
man.
bro.
That's what I'm
Right in
saying.
the
Big up
middle of
to
the
You
you.
want to be ambitious as a player.
You know
That's
one
the
thing
only-
about me is I keep the same energy for all clubs and my own. And all the guys on the panel will vouch. I've been saying for 6 months, I think both go to Real Madrid. Genuinely. I think that's like Madrid's right-hand side of defense sorted for next season. Trent,
Mhm.
Saliba next to each other. Rudiger next to them probably. And that's it. It's already
Yeah,
mate.
it's happened to us. Like Real Madrid came and just nicked one of our stars every year.
Yeah, Ronaldo.
One year
happened
it's
to us.
Hazard, next year it's Courtois, then there's Rudiger.
Yeah.
Good thing is now we're nowhere near that level, so they don't look at us.
Except if it's
Hey, yeah, try break that 9-year contract, man. You try.
Enough
that.
with the cooking, Arsenal. Smash them likes. Listen, exactly what my guy Redline Taranga says. Enough with cooking, Arsenal. Smash them likes. As I said, guys, please do go subscribe to all these guys' channels. Also, a Spurs representative, not Jacob, will be joining us at the top of the hour. So big up to all of you guys. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Listen, you guys know how the show gets. I don't want to keep fucking just saying like and subscribe. So just like and subscribe in it. Because we are going to start with my beloved club, Liverpool Football Club, and of course with Manchester City because it was the same game. So, Vator, as an honorable man of defeat for the most part, unless you're going to be shameless, I'll let you start. Talk to me, brother. What are you saying?
Wait. How are you going to introduce me like that? What do you mean honorable for the most part? Were we not on the football terrace where we did a breakdown?
Yeah, because you can be shameless sometimes. Is that like a lie that I made up? Are you not shameless sometimes?
My shamelessness is only evoked. It only comes out like the Hulk when I'm provoked. So as long as you keep things calm,
I let you go first. I'm not provoking you. Go for it.
All right, and I will react afterwards if you do provoke after I've spoken. No, the game was highly anticipated, obviously because we had Arsenal fans. As much as they may not admit it now, they're like, City's gonna do us something. City's gonna get us back in this. City's gonna cause some type of drop points. And I'll be honest, as a City fan, I was also optimistic with the game because I saw how we played with Newcastle. I saw how we fought, and obviously the quality of Real Madrid gave me some type of, you know what? Yeah, maybe we can play spoiler at home. We got a couple more days of familiarity with Nico Gonzalez. We've got the mix with Marmoush. Let's go after this. The morning of, and it was hinted, the late night Manchester City Twitter X Spaces, it was hinted that Haaland wasn't going to play, and it was confirmed the day of. And I was like, damn. Because if there's any player that's been consistent, it's been Haaland and Gvardiol. And we're missing Haaland versus Van Dijk and Konate. So I thought it was an uphill battle from the very beginning. I thought that we were going to try to keep you guys honest with Doku and Savinho, to have to worry about them with a Robertson and obviously a Trent. And Doku had a very good game, but there was still no real threat in the middle. And the one thing that you guys have been great at, even when Klopp was here, was you guys will run all 90 minutes. When you guys won your Prem, you guys were definitely hardworking, pressed the heck out of clubs. And if there was anything you guys were going to do, it was going to catch teams on the counter as well when you have Mane and Salah. So it was going to be a long game, man. And it was a long game. I think the scoreline flatters us. As much as we had possession and we were trying to break down that defense, what was apparent to me, and I'm going to give credit because obviously Mo Salah did his thing. Van Dijk and Konate did his thing because Doku had a tremendous game, in my opinion. This is why I talk so highly of him, because at the very least, I want my wingers to be able to beat the defender. Beat your left back, beat your right back, and create something to have that center back make a decision. Or you're going to have other players have to compensate. I think Doku and Savinho are excellent for that. We missed Haaland, and Pep is going to have to find a system that makes sense moving forward, because credit to Liverpool, they scored their goals, and they also played a mid to low block. And when you have Salah around that 18-yard box, and you have Diaz, and you're going to ask this team to try and score without a Haaland, it was going to be a long day. And I give credit to Slot, because this is where, he's got his philosophy, but he's bendable, he's adaptable, and he's going to adjust for whatever is going to make the opposition have a more difficult time to win. And we had a game plan where we had no answers. Pep, I don't think, had the players to really make it happen. And we also have to change how we attack. We have to be direct. As much as we have possession, we have to also find where the weakness is and go after it. We can't allow teams to set up defensively and then try to break them down. That's something I think Pep's going to figure out next year. And I tried, Egal. We tried. You tried to hold this league off for a little, just for a little more excitement. Because right now it's boring. We know who's going to win this. We already
knew a few months ago.
But now it's mathematically clear.
Come on, man. They were just refusing to admit it.
Yeah.
By the way, Husam, we are done with underdog gimmick now, right?
Leopard in the tree and all that.
No, we are the underdog still.
No, let's stop this. Stop.
Wow, you said that with a pure straight face. You are actually fraudulent. You are such
You
a
can't do
fraud.
this.
Yeah.
can't
You
do
are
this.
11 points. We're still doing
Me
it.
being a fraud is news to who exactly?
No.
You're-
But
Just-
explain underdog.
Underdogs
gimmick,
to who?
please.
I'll tell you to who. You might think I'll say Arsenal, but I'm not. I think there's a new title favorite, Newcastle United.
Stop.
I
No,
think
stop this. I'm gonna-
Newcastle
In
can
the
win.
chat, hit the dislike button right now. Hit the dislike button.
Hey, if
for
you hit the
that.
dislike button, it's
Newcastle
also good for
United.
algorithm.
Ridiculous.
Hit the dislike.
Newcastle United. You didn't even say
Listen.
Forest.
Listen, Newcastle United, 11 games, they win in a row. They're gonna win the
They
league.
nearly
They're very
bottled us
dangerous.
for
So
one
shameless.
lead.
So
They're
shameless.
This is
very dangerous
crazy.
at home.
So
Very
shameless.
dangerous. Wednesday. I've given the people a date. Wednesday. We will talk.
So you're
But for now,
underdog
Nottingham
until you
Forest,
see
you're
the
worried
Wednesday
about
result.
Newcastle United beating you to the league title.
Of course. Of course.
Stop. This is ridiculous.
Newcastle United are an incredible football club.
What? Why?
Oh,
Are you trying to rebrand? Like, is this a mockery?
What?
Is this no longer football analysis? And
No,
and
Wednesday.
intelligence?
Wednesday. We'll see, inshallah. If
I
Forest
thought
beat
Egal's blaming of the ref
Do they-
all season
wait,
was the most
so you
shameless thing
think-
I've seen
Forest-
this
if
season, but
Forest
you know what?
beat-
Fair enough, Husam, man.
if Forest beat
enough, man.
Arsenal on Wednesday and we beat Newcastle, that's when the leopard will come out to hunt. As of now, I am in the tree.
Well, no. We're not going to do
So
this.
if you beat Newcastle, so
He-
if you beat
No.
wow.
No, Lewis, that makes no
Wow.
sense. You need a
Imagine
win.
saying, you know what? Give me a week and then I'll say it.
No, he's a
What's the result
fraud.
of that?
He's a fraud because he's claiming for 2 wins. He's asking for 2 wins. So if he doesn't get 2
Yeah.
wins, he's going to prolong this even longer. If Arsenal lose, that's still drop points, one less game in the
See,
season.
I would have rated this underdog gimmick if there was some logic behind it. A man said, I'm worried about Newcastle United.
It's crazy, man.
They're a fantastic football club. Are you disrespecting Newcastle?
How do you win?
They
not
beat
overtaking
Arsenal
you in the
3
league.
times this year. You know this.
Nice.
How do you win at the Etihad and then have
Arsenal
this?
haven't been title contenders to me
mentality.
since about
Nice.
November this season.
Yeah, they beat them 3
Wait, so
times.
Husam, are you saying you're going to lose to them in the Carabao Cup final as well? Is that what you're saying?
No, listen, the very difficult fixture, but because we have Carabao Cup heritage, we're gonna win.
Okay, so because you have
You don't have league heritage.
Carabao Cup heritage,
Hey,
they don't have
Newcastle
they don't
has
have
League
Premier
Cup
League
heritage.
heritage. They don't. They don't have Premier
No,
League.
I wanted to
Newcastle
hear
only
him
won one.
say it, Sheik. I wanted
They've only won one.
Husam to answer that. So you guys don't have you guys don't have league
Guys.
heritage.
They don't.
Guys, you can do all of this extra shit. It's up to you, man.
Well, I'm
It's up to
sorry,
you.
Mister. I'm worried Newcastle United are going to beat me to the league.
But guys, why do we have to have a league discussion every time? Like, why? Can we just not talk about the game?
No, because
do you
you
mean?
brought up
This
a
is a
point that
Premier
is
League
really worth
discussion.
discussing. You believe Newcastle United could overtake you for the league. I think that's a great discussion point.
For real. What if there?
guys
What's the
always
point of talking about all these games if we don't
You-
talk about who the
heated
potential
debate.
winner could be?
This is
you know?
wild.
I hate it.
You
I
guys-
hate talking about
You
it.
guys
It is
always do this. You guys never change. You will never change. You always
You got
do this.
Arsenal finishing behind
Sick
Newcastle.
tired of it. You guys always do this. You will never ever
what phase
just
is Eddie
let
in?
me rest. You will never let me rest. Every day you
Who's
come
gonna
here
win
and
the
ask
league?
me who's favorite for the league. يا أخي خلص, my grandmother's favorite. Forget who's favorite. Can we talk about Sunday, please?
Shout out Nani Husam
Every-
still, but like
Shout out
underdog
Nani
gimmick, you worried about Newcastle?
Arsenal finishing behind Newcastle. That's a good one.
Is it impossible?
No, many things are possible, but is it probable?
That's why we have to be title favorites this Wednesday. Anyway,
Okay.
so the rest of the panel, your thoughts on the game this Sunday? Go
I
ahead,
thought
Shik,
Liverpool
I feel like
consolidated
Yeah.
their Premier League title with a professional performance.
Bro, you're a fraud,
Didn't
mate.
pop them off the park, but they defended resolutely well. It's how you beat Man City nowadays.
Mm.
You guys managed to outrun them as well, and you killed them off in the first half. Didn't need to do much work from that point. Just make sure that they don't get one goal back. You made it as straightforward as possible. Kind of similar
Proper
to
analysis.
remember like the Man City 2-0 win against United under like Ollie. I was like they won 2-0, but United never even got like a touch of the ball or anything like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it
You
was
know
a
what
really
I call
good
that,
performance
guys?
from Liverpool,
Proper
deserved it.
analysis. Thank you.
But that is what title winners do.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I'm saying.
Mister,
This
I'm worried
Wednesday.
about 4th place.
That's true.
Listen, mate. This Wednesday, you guys. This Wednesday, inshallah.
That's trying to cover his back in case you lot lose to Newcastle. But I told you, Newcastle are a dangerous team. You think I don't?
Yeah,
see
they
your
are a
games, bruv?
dangerous
I've been here
team. They
long
beat
enough.
Arsenal 3 times, you guys. Why are we making up
Okay, they
scenarios?
could be dangerous in the game. They're not dangerous with regards to a title threat, though. Come on now.
My God, unbelievable.
doing
But
too
Jeff.
even
No,
past
no,
Newcastle,
we
though.
know what the game plan is. He's covering himself in case they lose on Wednesday.
You really think I'm that type of guy to cover himself?
Yes.
on a real.
The same
Yeah.
way you're covering
You're
yourself from the
such a
mic
liar.
right now, bruv, so we can't see your
Such a
smile,
liar.
you fraud.
I'm not smiling.
Maybe
I'm
don't
smiling
you
because
are
you're
smiling.
smiling.
Yeah,
No,
there
but like,
you
why
are.
is
There
why
you
is
are,
why
bruv.
is
I'm
just
smiling
Newcastle
because
so
you're
important?
smiling. That's not on me. You're smiling.
Because
so
I
I'm
see the game. I respect it. I respect
I'm
it.
smiling because you're
You-
smiling. innit?
you're
I'm just-
worried about Newcastle getting a result against you. I hear it. We're not
Listen,
falling for title gimmick.
We have to take it. I am listening to. Listen, there's 2 great players in this league. One guy goes by the name of Mo Salah. One guy goes by the name of
I
Erling
thought you could say
Haaland.
Gordon. All right, cool.
Both of them said,
I was gonna say Isa.
stay humble. So what I'm doing is listening to my
Wow.
Liverpool player, and he's telling me stay humble, and I'm with him. We must remain humble. Take it one game at a time. Take it from there.
I would-
This Wednesday, Forest beat Arsenal and we beat Newcastle. I'll sing a different tune for the first time this season. But I'm not gonna say anything now. It's as simple as that. It's 11
Because you're
points with the
worried they
game in
might
hand.
beat you.
They
What
win
if
the
you
game
go
in
through?
hand. It's
What
going to
if
be
you go
8
through?
points. I still have to go away to the bridge. Very difficult game. I still have to go,
Oh, this
where do
guy,
I have to go? I have to go away to Fulham. Very difficult game.
this
You know,
guy.
I have to go
Away
away
to
to
Fulham.
Brighton. Really? So
What-
we can act like Fulham are a bunch
Even-
of bitches now?
Even we won away at Fulham. We're 15th. Even we won away at Fulham.
You really want to use your club as an example?
I'm just
I
saying.
promise
I'm
you,
just saying though. You're
promise you this
scared
is
of
the
away
wrong-
at Fulham.
This is the wrong thought process, my brother.
Whatever. It is what it is. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
This is
Yeah, exactly.
ridiculous.
You can't even use Man United.
No, I'm just saying it's ridiculous.
You know
away
what?
at Fulham is crazy.
One
Yeah,
more thing-
thank you, Blade. There's still 36 points to play for. I'm only 8 points ahead of them if they win their game in hand.
I'm not saying the title's done. I'm saying underdog gimmick.
Yeah.
You are not
Listen.
underdogs.
Lewis,
Husam
Wednesday.
is
Not.
being pathetic.
Look, I still have to play Newcastle. I have to
Right,
play
Egal,
Everton.
sorry,
we
what
get
was
it, but
that?
you're not
I
underdog.
Fulham
We
away,
get it.
Chelsea
Yes.
away.
You
Brighton
have your
away.
games, but Arsenal are dropping
I have to
points
play
too.
Arsenal
They just
with
dropped points in
Martinelli
the
and
game,
Saka.
which we
Get
didn't
it.
think they
But
were
you're
going
not
to
the
drop points.
underdog.
There's no
Plain and
underdog. in
simple.
it.
You're not the
Well, that's
underdog.
whatever.
You don't want to claim that you're winning the title just yet. Okay, that's cool, but you can't claim that you're the underdog as you're pursuing it. Come on now.
First of all,
How about this?
Vator-
Arsenal have to go to Anfield.
Yes, this is true. Arsenal do have to go to Anfield. Correct. But I
That
also
sounds
have
a
to go
lot
to
worse
the...
than I have to play Arsenal at home.
Yes, correct. But I have to go to the bridge and Fulham away, and I have to go away to Brighton. Very difficult.
You still believe the bridge is a fortress like that? I'll remember that. Thank you.
Yeah, the
Thank
bridge is a difficult place for us to go, man.
Yeah,
What is underdog?
whenever he does that,
That's
yeah,
cool. I'll
you know
remember
he's-
that one.
You know he's
Thank
a
you.
fraud. Real quick,
Guys,
let's
listen.
stay on
All
the
the
game.
listen. Jokes aside, Wednesday I'll sing a different tune. Inshallah, we beat
Yeah,
Newcastle.
just make it just
Nah, it's
when you're
okay,
sure
don't sing
you've
it, man.
beaten
Nobody wants to
Newcastle.
hear it. It's fine.
Inshallah, if we beat Newcastle.
Yeah, no one wants
Back to the game this Sunday, you guys.
Let me say this with the Sunday game as well.
Go on.
I have no issues competing and recognizing when my opposition's better than me. This is a case where Liverpool are the better club this season. This is also a case where we're seeing fabulous, I think, obviously, we'd have to say never seen before in terms of a player in their form. Mo Salah is in incredible form right now. And like Egal, I got no issues giving a big, bold comment. You know what I mean? I think we're witnessing, I think we all are witnessing the best Liverpool player to have played for Liverpool. With the performance that we're seeing from Mo Salah, I think he's now earned that. Consistency has been so key to him. High level play has been there. I think he's now reached a level where everyone that has played at Liverpool look up to Mo Salah. Mo Salah has now established himself as the best ever. Would you guys
Okay,
agree?
we
or
don't have to
disagree?
have existential conversations every time when it comes to my club. Like every conversation has to be like extreme existence conversations. Like, oh, best player ever. Are you the favorite? Are you gonna win the league? Are you gonna win the Champions League? Are
And
you
I
the best
speak on
team in
what I
Turkey?
saw and what I think.
Guys,
of the
everyone in
player.
the
What
chat
is going on
notices this.
here?
When it comes to A-listers, Liverpool is the one topic where it's like existential conversations. I always must discuss history
No,
and life
no.
and politics and
I-
demographies and religions. Why can't I just talk about my
That's only
club?
the Hamza section, bro. That's a different
Yeah,
show.
but Hamza ain't
Yeah,
here
he's
no
the
more.
history.
I wasn't even
Husam.
doing any of that though.
Husam.
History
We don't have to
professor.
tell us
I
what
don't
you
want to
love
have a
and
Mo
everything.
Salah's the greatest ever Liverpool player discussion now. I want to talk about Sunday. And the reason I want to talk about Sunday is because we went to the Etihad and we slapped up Man City in their own backyard. That felt like a comfortable game. If we wanted to score 3, we would have. If we wanted to score 4, we would have. If we wanted to score 5, we would have. We absolutely dominated. We absolutely destroyed Manchester City. And this is the most comfortable game at the Etihad. Probably I've seen, not probably, it's a reality to be fair. It's the most comfortable game I've seen at the Etihad probably in 10 years. You know,
Oh, you can do 10
definitely
years,
ever
but I can't
since
do ever. Okay.
definitely ever since no, but I can't do ever because we beat you there 4-1. Pellegrini.
Oh yeah, that Skirtle banger.
Yeah, Klopp's first game.
remember
Yeah,
that.
yeah, we beat you 4-1.
Yeah, that was mad.
Obviously, when we won 4-1, we were
That was a
fucking
banger.
better.
So
Yeah, but let's also not do this if you wanted to score 3, want to score 4 or 5. You like that's a little too
Okay,
much.
but you acknowledge
Much.
that Liverpool defended
They
on
took the
purpose.
foot off the
like we just
gas.
did.
yeah,
Yeah, we
just
just
pro-
we just defended.
professional performance. That's
Yeah,
just what it was.
professional. I'll admit to that, but
When you
I'm not
score
going to
2
say that.
goals that quickly, it's game done.
Yeah, game done. We just defended. Second half, we just
yeah, you defended it. you
even
didn't
all our
want to score
subs you
anymore.
could say are like defensive subs. Kwanzaa, Endo. It's not like we're out here bringing on forwards. The only forward substitution was like for like Gakpo and Diaz. But anyway, speaking of Mo, I you know I have to say this. You know, yesterday I made a short about it. Guys, numbers sometimes speak a bigger image than words, and I just wanna pull up the same stuff that I said in the short. Big up to Roberto. He's probably watching this right now.
Proper
Mo
Chelsea.
is-
Sorry, you're
Mo
bringing up
is
numbers?
currently. Can you please get this off the screen when I'm trying to be serious? Please. Like, you don't see me have a serious conversation with this. I'm not having a serious conversation with this.
No, I was
let's be
propping him.
No, don't do that proper Chelsea bullshit. Fucking fraud. Anyway, so as I was saying, Mo Salah's currently, guys, involved in 50 goal contributions across all competitions, 30 goals and 20 assists. It's February 24. We must all just take a step back and say that this is just abnormal. Yesterday, I was just thinking about it. I was like, this guy's not normal, you know. No way you pulled up already. Fairs. Joining us on the channel, representing Tottenham Hotspur today. He got me. He's here early. I love it. The man, the myth, the legend. We know each other from the days of Spaces. You know, 3 years I've known him now. He used to argue Son over Salah, but that debate is dead right there. Man like Jordz is in the building. How you doing, Jordz, mate?
I'm good, man. I'm good. As you can see, the do-rag's on. Hey, what's up over there, Egal, man? Why you look so upset for? This guy... You can look at... It looks like it's been cooked already. Trust me, it ain't started until I'm here, Egal.
We haven't spoken about Arsenal yet. We're just talking about Liverpool City. We haven't even started. Big up to you, Jordz. Big up to you. Appreciate you pulling up. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Also, the player with the most goal contributions against all the top 6 clubs this season. And the one stat that stood out from yesterday, and I think this is where like Mo's argument for me becomes very strong.
What argument?
Longevity.
What
I'll tell
argument?
you, longevity. The fact that the last time he was involved in 40 plus goal involvements was his first season. Like his first season and his 7th season is the 2 seasons where he's involved with this many goals. And I think this is a version of Mo that I prefer even more than the first version. And that's not because we're going to win the league or not. That's not because of any of that. That's because I feel like this is the most complete and mature version that I have seen of him. He decides games in moments. He's decisive in the small game. He's decisive in the big game. He arrives against Real Madrid. He arrives against Man City, against Spurs, against Man United, and also against Brighton, and also against Ipswich. Like, he's performing in the big game and in the smaller games. In the English Premier League, he has more goal contributions than 10 Premier League clubs by himself. These type of things that I'm saying can't just be normalized and pushed to the side like we're watching something normal. We aren't. What he's doing is genuinely an all-timer season. When Henry did the 2020 thing, it's been remembered like 40 years later. People still talk about Thierry Henry 2020, 2020, 2020. At the pace Mo's going, he's probably going to hit 30 in 20 as a winger, not a striker, as a Premier League winger. So that's like the numbers that Mo's bringing now to the bag this season only. The only players that have done that are Ronaldo and Messi. And I think this is where we have to establish that this guy is just an all-timer in the Premier League. I think if we're doing a Premier League all-time 11, he definitely has to be in there. Like, he's just an all-timer. And this season, if we do finish the job, if we do finish the job and or win the Champions League as well, the conversations become spooky for a lot of people.
This is funny. This is so funny because when I tried to inject that type of recognition for Mo Salah, Husam had to come in here, step on it, and had to reframe it his way. I was basically saying that we're seeing something incredible from him. I spoke it, and I was being humble with regards to Liverpool. You expanded all with regards to
that's going in a short, innit? That's why you wanted to have it.
No, because I did it yesterday. Same exact thing. I was hoping none of you said anything though. You're all dead, guys. I know, inshallah, we'll win the league, but you don't have to be dead.
What do you want me to say about this?
It's just fucking Vator talking. Fucking hell, Egal is in a fucking funeral. You know,
this isn't my favorite Mo Salah season. Mine was 13-14 still. But he's doing pretty well this year. Big up to him.
That's fair. But no,
the 6-0, my dog.
Fuck yourself, Lewis.
But yeah, it's okay for Husam.
Oh, man was scoring against Arsenal from day one. Come on, man.
No, what you were saying, Vator, was that he was carrying us to a league title.
I didn't say carry. I didn't even say carry. I didn't say. I go back, rewind. I didn't say carry. I just, in recognition to what he's doing this season, is incredible. You wanted to say all-timer. I was giving that with regards to what we've seen from a Liverpool player. You tried to make it seem with regards to the Prem, which I believe is expanding even wider and bringing in more rivals to want to talk about it. I was just recognizing it with regards to Liverpool. But you have a fair point. It's a phenomenal season. 30-20 is going to be incredible. You want to then throw in that jab about spooky. I don't know who you want to clearly aim that subliminal at.
Do you know what's funny, though? I feel like Liverpool fans have to force this argument because no one will take it serious. And as you can see, we're all just sat here like plain face because like everyone's gonna respect this. Like everyone's gonna respect this season and what Salah's doing. You know, 30-20. Oh, it's nice and cool and all, but we all know we watch football with our eyes. You're not gonna compare Salah to the likes of Henry just because it doesn't make any sense. I mean, wow, there is gonna be a lot of stats that go Salah's way, but then that's where it can go to say, just like you didn't like Vator saying that he's carrying you to the Premier League, but if you want to do the statistical thing, then technically he is carrying you to the Premier League.
Yeah, technically he is.
I think he's carrying our forward line, but not the
he's carrying your team technically. Because
those stats, those goal involvement show that he's carrying you.
He's carrying, like the goal involvement show that, does it not?
Yeah.
If you want to do
70% of goal involvement shows that he's carrying you.
Yeah.
He's involved in
that,
like
no?
20% of their goals. Yeah, they're not they've scored, I think, 62 Premier League goals. He's been involved in 40 of them at least. Like without Salah, what is your team right now? If we've like, what is it going to be remembered by? If you want to do the statistical effectiveness and focus on the stats, let's focus on the stats.
Yeah, but I'm not just talking purely stats. First of all, I disagree completely with the word carry. People already know. I don't say carry for just anything. Like carry for me is a big word. Carry is Gerrard in 04-05. That's what I call carry.
Yeah.
I don't think Salah is carrying Van Dijk, Alisson, or Trent. You get me? Not Gravenberg this season, McAllister. Like all these players are having fantastic seasons, but he is the best out of all the players having a fantastic season. That doesn't mean he carried. I think people use the word carry way too loosely, and I think it actually disrespects people who have carried before.
I think a better word is your squad being so good has maximized him. If
Yes.
One
anything.
second.
Yes.
Can I say something? Finally?
I disagree. I
Go
think
on.
he did carry.
Can I say something?
100%.
Mo
I think
Salah-
Messi carried Barcelona only post Neymar, Xavi, Iniesta, and Suarez.
One
He was
second.
not carrying. So you're telling, did Messi
Can
carry
you,
Iniesta
can you confirm
and
this,
Xavi?
Husam? Are you saying on YouTube right now that Mo Salah has not carried Liverpool this season?
No,
So what are you saying?
I don't think anyone has carried Liverpool.
No, what he doesn't like, Egal, wait,
let
I
me
think to
give
say
you-
carry
give you the-
is to say
let me
that
give
the
you the
other
actual-
aspects
he
of the
doesn't like
squad
the
aren't
word
doing
carry.
their
One
job.
second.
That's why
One
actually
second, one second.
I don't think
I have a
it's a
stat for
carry
him.
like that.
I have a stat for him, and you
I
can
think
go
it's a
get this fact
maximized
checked.
thing. I think he's
You guys can
he's
go
being
get this fact
maximized
checked.
because the rest of the squad's good.
After the Man City game, there was a stat that came out. Mo Salah has won Liverpool single-handedly 33 points this season. 33 points. How many points do you have on the table right now?
I don't know. I don't look at the table
It's
anymore.
like 62 or something.
64.
His goals are directly in. His goals have directly won you more than half of your points.
So
So
those are
for
game
it to
winners,
not be a carry job, it is clearly a carry job. This is the most impressive single individual season,
This is
and for
top
you to
hating,
not say it's a
man. I
carry
love it.
job is to almost disrespect what he's doing.
No,
get it.
I'm not
I get
disrespecting
it.
what he's doing.
No one is discrediting the rest of the team, but just acknowledge you are single-handedly winning this league off the back of Mo Salah's offensive brilliance because no one else is carrying the water on that end.
And
No,
how
but-
about this? Wait, I'll take you one further, Husam. I'll take you one further.
Yes.
Without
tell me.
having Salah in your attack, what is your attack? Because the majority of them, yes, Gakpo's improved this season, but he's not
That's
putting
it.
up crazy numbers. Jota's not there half the time. Nunes has been shit.
Yeah, but you're
and
saying stuff
Diaz,
that doesn't
he started-
disagree with me, by the way.
No, I know, but Diaz has started off good at the start of the season. So without Salah, is your tax even better than a lot of the teams behind you?
No, it's not.
I was gonna
No,
say
it's
my
not.
answer would probably be Arsenal.
No, it's not. Our attack.
Well, I said
our
at the
attack-
start of the season that Tottenham's attack was one of the best in the league, and I mean, if you go by goals, behind Liverpool there isn't one ahead. So
No, I'd have Solanke.
If you want to do the
I'd have-
numbers game, I can do the numbers game because Brendan Johnson's got more
No,
goals than a
but
lot
by
of
the way,
man
I don't
swings.
disagree with you. You're arguing a point I'm not arguing. Let me just explain what I'm saying, okay? With the word carry. I think the word carry now gets thrown at every player's face. Like whenever a player, like people say Haaland carried Manchester City to the treble. Salah is carrying Liverpool to a league title. I don't agree with these things. I don't think any Chelsea player ever carried Chelsea to a league title because there were like 4 or 5 very good players. That's my point. When I'm talking about carry, I'm looking at the
was Hazard's second half of the season, but I respect the sentiment.
but-
Costa Fabregas fell off the cliff.
Yes, but I'm saying like I can't sit up here and say Salah carried Van Dijk or carried Alisson or carried Trent, Gravenberch, McAllister. These are very
carry
good.
your
bad
attack.
team. That's the thing.
I think he carried
guess
our
bad
attack.
team.
You could say, yeah,
Okay.
he
He
carried
carried
all
our
that.
attack
But like
completely.
Palmer
Carried our
carried
attack.
Chelsea last season because
Okay,
he
so
was a good
Husam,
team.
Husam,
Yes, yes,
don't
yes.
carry
you're
good
conflating two things.
Palmer carried Chelsea. Liverpool got carried by
Salah-
Gerrard in
Salah has
04-05.
carried Liverpool over the
I
threshold.
disagree.
No, but let me explain to you why you agree with me. Because your attack wins you these games. Your defense keeps you in the games. Mo Salah has won you numerous games single-handedly with his offensive brilliance
That
in the
is
final
true, though.
third, be it by setting up
Won
a
you a lot of
goal
points.
or creating a goal. So for you to
Mhm.
say he carries your attack, he carries your team over the line. He's the one who wins you the game. Now, I'm not saying Van Dijk and Alisson and everybody else isn't important.
Who's the best centre back in
Yeah,
the
it's
world
not to
right now?
discredit
I'm
them.
not
I wouldn't say it's
discrediting-
not. Yeah, we're
I'm not
discrediting
discrediting your
them.
defense.
You're asking a gal.
Don't
You're not going to get the
conflate.
answer you want.
Don't conflate.
He
Don't
makes me
put
work
conflate
injured.
Kerry.
He's worse than
Don't
Poch.
conflate Kerry with saying everybody else is shit. It doesn't mean everybody else is shit. It just means
Yeah, but that's how
he
I
has carried
define
your
it.
team over the line.
So we're
Without
arguing
Mo-
a definition of a word that we
without
simply
Mo
don't agree
Salah,
on.
Without
Fair
Mo
enough. We can
Salah,
fair-
you don't win the
agree
league.
to disagree.
Without Mo Salah, you don't win the league. Without
I
Ryan
don't even
Gravenberch,
think. Okay, I'll take it to you. I'll take it this far. Robin van Persie did not carry Man United to a league title.
he
Okay.
got them over the line.
He did
Yeah,
get
but
us
that's
over the line.
but the word
Yeah.
carry
He was the
is
difference.
such a
He was the
bro.
difference.
Okay, I'll tell you the problem with this argument.
You're right, though.
People
He didn't
just
carry us. Yeah,
people
you're right.
just throw the word carry at fucking every single team, and I despise it. You can't just tell me someone carried. Carried needs to involve a team that's fucking
Bro, the
dog
man's
shit.
about to break the
Let me,
assist record and goal
Egal, hear me
record.
out. يا أخي. Listen
No,
to understand
but
me.
you're making a nonsensical point.
Okay, I'm not. Listen to understand me. The reason why don't listen to just respond. I don't think Van Persie carried Man United. There will be United fans
Yeah, I
who
don't
tell
think
you
he needs it.
Van
Yeah.
Persie carried us to a league title 12 years ago. I disagree with that. I don't think you carry very good players. To me personally, as Husam, the definition of the word carry for me is when you are surrounded by, for the most part, shit players, and you're carrying them through games. So
What
when
is
I tell
Nunez?
you
What is
who's the
Luis
best
Diaz?
centre back on earth, and you tell me Virgil van Dijk, who's the best full back on earth this season,
You
tell
know
me
what?
Trent.
The more I think
no,
about it,
no.
you can't really
Stop.
say
This
carry
is
for a league
semantics.
title in general.
This
Thank
is
you.
Even with
semantics.
what I said
No, but-
earlier with Hazard, it's disrespectful to the defense. So like Matic, John Terry, Ivanovic, Azpilicueta,
Okay.
all showed out for us throughout the season. You
Yeah, but he
don't get
carried the
carried to
attack.
a
We
league.
understand.
Yeah,
but
like
no,
Hazard
wait,
didn't
I think
carry
what you guys are
Azpilicueta.
doing is you're making it too much focus on the word carry now, because I don't think either of mine or Egal's points solely we're not discrediting the rest of the teams. We know
No,
football's a
I
team
agree with
game.
your point.
Also,
You said
take
carries
his
the
point.
attack. I
But
agree
I
with
think,
you.
Also, take his point.
I generally think what we
Yeah, shout
are
out Cahill.
saying
Robert
is
Jones.
that the if you take Mo Salah out of this team, the team doesn't win the league.
You probably
He
don't.
Yeah,
generally
100%.
doesn't be in
Yeah.
contention.
100%.
Guys,
Yeah.
so we're getting
Oh,
too
yeah.
hung up. We're
But
getting
if I
too hung.
take Van Dijk out of the team, we also don't win the league.
No, we get
But
that.
that's why
Because
Our
that's why you
definitions
can't
of
say
carry are
carry.
just
You
different.
don't
All our
carry
definitions
someone
are
to a
different.
league
Though?
title.
That's really just what it is.
You wanna
Like
something?
Lewis just brought up a perfect example, the Hazard thing. Okay, if you take out Hazard from Chelsea, they don't win league. I agree.
Yep.
But if you also take out John Terry or Cahill or Matic, they also don't win the league.
yes,
So
yes,
now
but
what?
guys, it's a team sport. Obviously, we would never expect.
Thank
Mo
you.
Salah-
That's the point.
Okay, but we would never expect Mo Salah to play in attack and play in defense, right?
Yeah, but that's no, but that's not my point. I'm saying Mo Salah carries our attack, and I
Even
agree
when
with
we
what
won the
Jordz said.
Champions League in
When-
2012, it weren't just Drogba, David Luiz,
Yeah.
masterclass, Mikel, masterclass, Ashley Cole and Bertrand on the left-hand side, keeping Robben quiet. Like
Exactly.
never
So
just one
George
man.
brought up a point. When George was speaking, did I say, "Oh my God, you're crazy"? He's saying, if you take out Mo Salah from your team, is your attack better than a lot of the league? Fuck no, it's not.
It's
You think I'm not?
Yeah.
I'm taking
at the same
Solanke over all the forwards.
We get that.
I
But
have.
at the same
Husam.
time, with
That's
Egal's
not crazy
point,
to say.
it's not. But
Husam,
with regards to
This is
Egal's
why you're
point,
wrong. This is
But-
why you're wrong. I am not sitting here and I'm not saying the rest of your team is garbage. Nobody's saying he's carried Liverpool in every aspect of the game. We're simply saying in the attacking third, you do not win these games without your attack. Now, you're not going to be challenging for the league if it's not for your defense. I
Well,
acknowledge
the
that.
argument was that
But the
Salah carried
difference-
him.
But the difference that's carrying you over the threshold, the difference that is making sure you win these games, the difference in 90% of your, not 90%, maybe 60% of your results is Mo Salah. And I'm not saying all your players are trash, but you yourself will admit majority of your attacking players are not of the standard of former Premier League attacks that would win league
No,
titles.
they're not.
Van
with
Van
Jota,
Persie's not a
I
good
thought the
example either.
argument
Van
was that
Persie
he
isn't getting
carried them.
wasn't getting the numbers that Salah is getting right now. By the way, winning
That's
us
what we were all
points.
talking
Salah's
about.
getting the
No,
best
no one's
statistical
getting
Salah's
season
getting the
of
best,
any
like you said
player.
yourself. Yeah,
in-
like
Salah
You
is
just
about to
changed the
have the best
goalpost.
statistical season in Premier League history. He might break Erling Haaland's goal record. He's
down,
probably
slow
going to
down.
break Henry's assist record. If he does both and he wins the league on top of that, it is a carry job. You cannot
I
tell
disagree.
me it's
It's
not
no,
a
no,
carry
no,
job.
no, no.
But it's
Hold
no
on.
disrespect to the
Disingenuous
rest
to
of
the
the
other
team.
players
It's
that have
not,
been
no,
involved in
yeah,
it
it's
too.
no disrespect
One
to the rest of
second.
the team.
You
though.
guys are
Credit to
caught
squad
up.
as well.
You guys are
Oh,
caught
shit,
up
what's happening
on
here?
always thinking something is negative. Just because.
No,
somebody
I
says
don't think
this
it's
guy-
I'm not
negative. We
saying
just
it's
agree-
negative.
disagree
I
on
I
that.
know what it is, the
No,
mindset
no,
around
that's
it.
the issue though.
No,
That's the issue
what it
though.
is, no.
I
What
think it's
Shik
just different.
said
It's just
is
different
the issue.
definitions of carry.
The
He
Hey, man,
thinks
definition
Trent,
carry-
Van
it's
Dijk,
just different.
Gravenberch,
Definition carry-
McAllister all have good performances.
second.
Lewis
The
Diaz
He
is
thinks
definition of
Egal
carry-
thinks carry is more based
One
off of the
second,
points
one
that he's
second.
won Liverpool
The
this
definition
season,
of
which I
carry
get
for
it.
me
I hear
is-
that as well.
Sheik, the definition of carry for me is not somebody who is taking a shit team and making them great. It's somebody who takes control of the game and tells the team, I got this, we're winning today. That's two
Yeah,
different
okay.
things.
So,
Okay, can I just ask you a simple
So he's a
question?
key
Do you think
player.
Thierry Henry
Definition of
ever?
carry.
Do you
Like
think Thierry Henry ever carried Arsenal?
it's fair
Yes,
enough.
he carried us to a Champions League final by
Okay,
himself.
okay. Now I just have
I
to
think
take a
Ronaldo
step
carried
back
us.
and go like, Egal, we have to agree to
Did
disagree.
he not?
because-
Did he not carry us
Oh,
over
hear
the
me
line
out,
versus
hear
Real
me out,
Madrid
Habibi, please hear me out.
at the
please.
Bernabeu?
We just have to agree to disagree because I disagree
Fabregas
simply on the
boxed up
definition.
Vieira in one
That's
game
it.
too.
I just disagree
Did
on the
Henry
definition.
not carry Arsenal
Okay.
at the Bernabeu versus
Yeah, but
Real
once
Madrid?
again, Egal, I
I heard
disagree on the
Fabregas carried
definition.
you lot against Juventus.
Husam,
Yeah.
I
you
don't
have to
think
understand
Arsenal
what-
got carried at any point by any player.
Egal, let me get a
Henry
second.
did carry us, bro. Man got
Okay.
20 goals, 20 assists. Like
Patrick
he-
Vieira, hello?
Let me
No,
say
Sol
this.
Campbell, hello?
I'm not saying that the rest of the team is shit.
No,
I'm
not
just
talking about the
saying
start.
a
Talk about the
car-
Invincibles.
1 second, bro.
Oh yeah.
Let
The
me say this,
definition of
please.
carry for you
That's
might be
Cole
different
Campbell
to
and
what
that.
it is for me.
Ashley
For
Cole.
me, carrying somebody, carrying a team means taking them on your back and saying, I'm going to get us over the line. I'm going to get us the win. I'm going to get us the result. It doesn't mean I'm carrying a bag
Okay,
of
then
shit.
we should disagree on
And I
definition.
disagree
It's
with the
okay.
idea of that because I
Yeah,
think
then we
carry
don't
is
have
more
to
for
agree.
teams that
And
aren't
And this is not an
worthy of
agenda.
winning.
I think calling Mo Salah saying he carried Liverpool to a league title is the ultimate compliment to him as a player.
But here's
Yeah,
Okay,
it's not a
here's-
diss, by the way. I also
Again,
want to
I
say that.
think
I
let
don't
me
think
get
it's
a
a
second.
diss.
Guys,
Yeah,
I just want to make one
team.
statement because I feel like we're just having a carry job conversation for no reason. I'll just make this statement. It's clear that me and you just disagree on the definition of the word, and that's okay. This is like the world class debate. We all disagree on its definition. It's fine. We don't have to agree. My genuine thinking process behind the word carry is, for the most part, you've got a shit team and you get them to something. I don't look at the word carry and look at it the way that you're looking at it, even though I understand where you're coming from. I don't think Henry ever carried Arsenal. I don't think Salah ever carried Liverpool. I don't think Drogba or whoever ever carried Chelsea, because I can't say Salah carried
Messi
Virgil
never
van
carried
Dijk.
Barcelona.
Okay, but what did I say? I said Messi carried Barcelona after the
It's
season
about
when
the
Suarez
team
left.
also maximizing the
When
individual.
Suarez
The
left, he
season
carried
Messi got 100 GA.
Oh my
Yeah, when he
Even
scored
though he had
91
Neymar
GNA,
and Luis
GNA
Suarez, he still
definitely
carried
you
them.
can say that he did. When he had 91 GNA in a season, Messi, that insane record.
Yeah, but then he still had Xavi, Iniesta,
No,
Busquets.
okay,
I know,
okay.
but it's not discrediting those
David
players,
Villa,
though. That's what I'm
Pedro.
saying. He did.
Let me get a second.
I
please.
understand that
It's
you're not trying
great
to
teams
discredit him.
maximize the best out
Husam,
of their
I get what you're trying to do.
individuals.
You're
That's
trying to
what it
protect the
comes
legacy
down
of the
to.
other
Hassam,
players.
I'm not
That's
even
a good
arguing with you.
Exactly.
squad.
Insulting the other
It's
players.
A
our
good
definitions
squad
of carries is different.
maximizing
Which is
an
fair.
Very
individual to an
sensitive.
elite
fair.
level.
You're so worried people are going to discredit Liverpool.
What do you mean? I'm trying to protect legacies when you're bettering the legacy of my own player.
I know,
No,
but why then discredit your own player?
Because we
by
just
saying it's not
simply
a carry
listen.
job?
Okay, you just said
guys
when you're
move on.
talking, you don't have ulterior motives. I don't have ulterior motives either. I just disagree with you on the definition of a word. It's okay.
Okay, fair enough.
I think
I-
to carry someone, you need to be fucking shit to carry someone.
No.
I'll give you an NBA example.
It's not
The
always true.
times that an
No.
NBA team was carried to an NBA championship was when Steph carried them against the Celtics when he had no running mate. Because
No, no,
Clay
no.
was shit
What?
and
No,
Draymond was
Look,
shit.
Andrew
Hassam,
Wiggins-
He's used
no, no,
such
no,
a
no,
bad
no,
example, man.
Hassam,
You should have said
no,
LeBron
no,
and
no,
Cavs
no,
or some
no.
shit, man.
Hassam,
Like,
Hassam.
Andrew Wiggins.
Hassam,
Andrew
if there's
Wiggins.
if there's a
Andrew
team
Wiggins
of
Canadian. Respect
Hassam,
Canadian.
Wow.
Hassam, if there's
Andrew
a team of
Wiggins,
four,
right.
if there's a
Proper.
team of 5 in basketball and there's 4 all-stars and there's one, like, let's say scrub, and the scrub plays better than the 4 all-stars, you're gonna say the scrub carried the all-stars. That's what the definition is. In that perspective, you're gonna say that scrub player carried the all-stars. It's not always if a team is just bad. You can
You wanna
say
know
if,
something?
you can
This is-
give
this
a
is-
scenario
this is
that a player has
ultimately-
carried someone.
This is ultimately what I think Liverpool fans are worried about.
LeBron took a gloss cast to a final. That's scary.
It's Ilgauskas, by the way,
Yeah.
and he wasn't that bad. But I'm
There
gonna
you
say
go.
this.
But
I'm gonna
Warriors
say this.
didn't in 73 and 9 season. Warriors didn't win the chip. KD arrived. You could
You
say
know
he
what?
carried Warriors to
Forget
a
about
title.
the basketball references.
Anyways,
Let's
it
get
is
back
what
to
it is,
football.
yeah.
Mo Salah leaves Liverpool tonight and doesn't play another game for Liverpool in the future. Next season, you guys are gonna see how much he carried you.
Yeah, Habibi, who disagrees? Who
No,
disagrees
because
with what
the way you're
saying?
talking, it's almost as
Not
if
carried, it's
carrying
an
the
elite
attack
player that
is
team
the same
can
as carrying.
maximize.
You just are arguing over semantics. So I'm done arguing over the
I'm
semantics.
not arguing over semantics. Lewis gave you a prime example from his own team. Eden Hazard was his best player. Had he not had Hazard, he doesn't win the league. Had he not had Hazard, Hazard was his best player
Also, if he doesn't
and-
have Conte, he doesn't
and
win the
most
league.
important player. For me, right now this season, our best and most important player is Mohamed Salah. We all agree. That's not the point.
Carry
Yeah,
is
no.
carrying like a team that's not great, like Palmer.
Yes,
Chelsea
carrying
last
is
season.
carrying a dog shit team, bro. Like, you get me? That's carry,
No, but
bro.
then
When you
that's what I mean. It is Egal's right with the semantics because it depends what like you can carry a
depends
team
on your
from third
definition,
to first.
I'm telling you.
You can carry a
Bro,
team from
didn't
10th to
Harry
5th.
Kane carry your
It's
team?
Yeah, he
Didn't
carried
Harry
us.
Kane-
He carried us for years.
Okay.
We had many, but
But
I
you're-
think the
not
point
to say
here
your
is
team was
what is the
shit.
difference maker for me when I look at the carry is what's the difference maker between Liverpool this year and last year. Yeah, we can say it's on a slot. That's a huge difference. So if we want to focus on the manager, you can focus on him. But if we're focusing solely on the team and the squad of players there, Mohamed Salah has carried this team of players because they weren't good enough to win it last year to the title this year. Again,
Okay.
if you want to do the difference in what carry means, and that we're all having different conversations.
Guys,
then. But
he's
Okay,
about
let's-
to
let's
have the
just-
most.
let's
Different
disagree,
He's about to
definitions.
have the best
Agree to
statistical
disagree.
have-
Different definitions.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah,
a
listen,
diss.
we're just-
Guys, let me finish. He's about to have the best statistical season in Premier League history. And if he gets another game where he gets a goal and assist, he's about to surpass Messi's record of 11 games where a player has gotten more than one goal and assist in a single season. He could have 12 games where he gotten a goal and assist in 12 separate games. That surpasses Messi's best ever record. And you are sitting here and telling me that this is not a carry job. I am sorry. You don't know what a carry job is then if you're saying this is not
No
a
carry job
It's
because
okay.
they
We just
you
disagree.
don't make those statements.
We just disagree on the definition. Now, I want to say one thing just on Mo, and then khalas, we'll move on to Arsenal because it's a spicier topic. Let me just say this with
not really.
Mo to end this off. What Jordz just said is the same exact argument I had on Spaces 4 years ago. Now the problem is 4 years ago the opinion is still the same. We watch football with our eyes. If you watch football with your eyes, you need to watch when a player improves. You need to watch when a player gets better. And when I watch Mo right now, there is no way anyone can bring me any argument from 2017 and it has any validity. I'll tell you why. Because he doesn't dribble past players using pace and power anymore. He's a completely different type of player. He's a completely different style of player. He's a player now that can now play make. He can now create. And his goal scoring and his clutchness are on next level. The reason why he sits on the table if we do get it over the line with Henry is not because of, oh my God, it's the numbers. It's not just the numbers. It's the moments. It's the clutchness. It's the consistency. It's how long he's done it for. It's what he's done individually. Like, as things are going this season, he's on the road to winning a goal scoring award and the playmaking award in the same season for the second time.
All of that sounds great, Husam. But again, one thing we're not going to completely acknowledge, like, is you watch football, right? And you're of a good age. I know you was actually watching the game 04-05. Was the quality of footballers not way better 20 years ago than it was now? Would you not say that?
I disagree. I'm not a nostalgia merchant.
I'm not a nostalgia merchant, but we can definitely look around football.
You're telling me there's a big difference between Andy Johnson and John-Philippe Mateta? There ain't no big difference.
No,
it's like Jordan
now you're just gonna name like 3 or 4 players. But I remember back in the day, I'm gonna do the nostalgia stuff. Back in my day and all this rubbish, you could go and name 10 centre backs around world football, top world class players, 10 strikers, top world. You can't even name 4 top strikers in world football, right? That's tough. You're gonna start naming the Harry Kanes and Lewandowskis to like make your argument sound.
Yeah, but in reverse, I can name 10 wingers right now that didn't exist back in the day because wingers weren't goal scorers back in the day.
They weren't goal scorers, but the wingers.
Yeah, they had to cross the ball in.
Yeah, but they were better wingers. Some of them.
Yeah, but that's why the comparison is Salah and Henry, not Salah and Perez.
But Perez has numbers. He has seasons where he's got like 15 goals, 15 assists in these things,
which is very impressive for someone who played left mid. I get it, but my point is when we do this whole and also there's another thing you need to keep in consideration, Jordz. Our nostalgia, mine and your generation, is a different nostalgia to the people 10 years from now. There's people now who are like, I'd say from like 8 years old till 17, 18, who their nostalgia will become Mo Salah. You get what I'm saying?
That's
like,
crazy. The nostalgia.
Like 5 years from now, I know it sounds mad, but like 5 years from now, you might work with a Spurs fan who never watched Henry, never watched any of them, and go like, listen, the best player I've ever seen is Mo. And then you go like, Thierry Henry, and he's like, I never watched him. You get what I'm saying? That's a possibility. So like, I'm saying nostalgia is like, it just moves from generation to generation. Like there's an old generation that me and you as well both spoke to who refused to acknowledge Messi or Ronaldo as the GOATs.
But even people, like whoa, 2010 still has like a.
What do you mean? Whoa! People say Messi. People say Maradona's the GOAT. People say Pele's the GOAT. People say Zidane is the GOAT.
No,
people say Ronaldinho's the GOAT.
We say fair.
Have we not spoken to these people on Spaces, George?
Because
like the 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds. All of them grew up watching Zidane. They say Zidane's the GOAT.
No, but no one's gonna put. Guys, I know Mo's been very successful, but no one's gonna put Mo in that category though. They're not gonna, because he hasn't been that player with regards to, oh, you're looking at that marquee, that example of what football is for this era.
Do you think Mo Salah's generational?
I don't think
Yes,
he's going to
of
be
course.
considered. I don't think he's going to be considered generational.
Consistency
gonna be
levels for a
considered
winger, it is
generational.
generational.
No,
I'd say
And
he's
his
a Premier League
numbers,
grade for sure. but
he's a great player. He's not
Yeah,
a
Premier League great.
generational player. Is
Can go
an
down as a Premier League
Mbappe.
grade
You know,
for sure.
it's a Neymar. You know,
Yeah, but the
Messi.
difference
You know,
between
he's a
Mbappe and
generational. He's
Salah is one
once
guy's
in a
French, one
generation.
guy's Egyptian. One guy's French, one guy's Egypt will never win the World
Bro,
Cup.
Mbappe won the World Cup at 18. That's why he's generational, bro. Or 19.
Yeah, but
like,
once
that's
again,
why
are
he's
you gonna say
generational.
Mbappe carried France to the World Cup as well?
I mean,
No,
some
no one's
people
talking-
will say that.
Hold
Listen,
on.
some
But-
people will. I
I'm
won't.
Guys,
I'm-
Mbappe carried Griezmann and Pogba and Kante and Matuidi.
I'm not saying this.
and-
Some people
Yeah,
may
yeah.
make the argument.
Last World Cup final, he carried them though. He did. Yeah,
Here's
you
the
could say
problem,
that.
guys.
That
Here's the
last World Cup,
problem
even
with
though they
Don
lost,
Husam.
but-
Here's the problem with Don Husam. He's caught in a conflict because he can prop up Mo Salah, but then he's also got Gerrard where he's also got to manage.
He's got
Right, so he
even
can't
it
prop
out.
one. Yeah, he's like, how far do I prop up Mo?
Can't say a little too much there.
can't-
Can't say a little
exactly,
too much
and-
here.
And if he's going to go after Thierry Henry, are you not admitting this is CIA right now? Are you not admitting that he surpassed Gerrard then? Because Gerrard was never compared to be equal or surpassing Thierry Henry. And if you're going to put Mo in that conversation, he's already exceeded your Liverpool great. Am I wrong?
100%. Surely, right?
Yeah, but that's what
I
I'm
need to
saying.
hear
At the
it.
end
I
of the
need to hear it.
season,
This is just nostalgia. But then,
Wait,
then if
end of
you're
the
doing
season.
At the end of the
nostalgia,
season.
Gerrard is nostalgia because Gerrard hasn't
I
done
said
well
at the end of the
much.
season,
Why
guys.
end of the season? Why end of the season?
No, I hear it. He's
What
waiting. He's
changes?
waiting for the league to be confirmed.
Yeah, and as I said, Champions League as well. We have to wait. I don't know what the fuck we're gonna win.
Wait. So sorry. So just to be clear, so he needs more trophies for you to say he surpassed a certain person? Because you tried
Not
to
more
fight Chelsea
trophies.
fans by saying, "Hey, I don't
No,
want to
not
talk
more
about Lampard to
trophies.
Gerrard."
Not more trophies. I'm waiting.
Mhm.
I'm just waiting to the end of the season to see what more he does. Because this is
What
like the-
more? What do you mean? What more? Numbers?
because look, the agenda against Mo is second half of the season. He will blah blah blah, and he needed this guy, needed that guy. This second half of the season. I think he's scored goals in like 7 games in a row. So like
So
in
more
clutch
numbers.
time,
You want to see
in
more
clutch
numbers.
time this season, he's been cooking. You get me? So
The
like
agenda
another
is-
example is the Etihad thing. Like you get me? Like the Old Trafford thing. Like these things they matter. I remember moments as well. But anyway,
One
let
second.
me just do these.
Jamie Carragher
You got
has
him.
an agenda.
Egal,
against
you
Mo
really
Salah.
tweeted about it.
Bro, Jamie Carragher has an agenda against Mo Salah, and I will be honest, it is starting to get pathetic. The guy is actually pathetic because
What
I
did
know he
Egal
hasn't
do?
signed a new contract with the club, and Jamie Carragher is
One
like
sec.
trying to be a mouthpiece and protect the club, and making fun of disrespecting the AFCON, saying AFCON is not a major
He's
tournament.
been like
All
this.
these things that he's been
Carragher's-
doing lately is pathetic. He's trying to prop up Virgil van Dijk and say Virgil van Dijk is the guy who should be getting the Ballon d'Or if Netherlands do something in the
Egal,
Euros.
you're lucky I'm not on Twitter. You know,
It's
you're very
so
lucky.
ridiculous. And then the
You know
final
what's also ridiculous?
the
Listen
final
to this.
piece,
Listen to this.
he did
Listen.
an article stating Liverpool are going to win the league because of their attack.
Mhm.
Not even showing Mo Salah in the images. He's
Okay.
showing Gakpo doing his celebration.
You're lucky I'm not on Twitter.
He honestly, Jamie Carragher has a weird issue with Mo Salah, and that is the person who has an agenda.
Wait, Habibi,
Well,
wait.
we couldn't hear that. We couldn't hear that. Sorry.
Wait.
Last 5 league games. Give me a second. Egal says we're in the same convo as Spurs. Egal, you think Liverpool and Spurs are in the same convo?
Yeah, you're not challenging for the league. You're challenging for top 4.
Oh my god, man. I'm not even.
You're lucky I ain't on Twitter. I would have
Audience.
tweeted that. I would
Audience.
have tweeted you with that fucking response.
Audience.
Right
God.
there. Anyway, let me just.
honestly,
No, look, a guy's
Stop.
speechless. He's like, how did I
Stop.
even say this?
people get things wrong. Who at the beginning of the season expected Liverpool to be competing and being this good in the league and in the
I
Champions League?
expected us to challenge.
I didn't.
I said
to be
it from
fair.
day one.
I don't think
I
many
didn't.
people expected Liverpool to be this
Yeah,
good.
well, I
I didn't expect
honestly,
them to win the league.
I got it
Yeah, I'll
wrong,
say that.
but it's not out of the realm of possibility that a lot of people were underestimating
Only
Liverpool going into
human.
the
I
season.
think
That's
right.
fine.
challenge.
I knew Arsenal wouldn't. That's
Anyway,
one
let
thing I
me
knew for
guys, let
sure.
me just do these so we
Come
can
on,
speak
bro.
about.
You're
Arsenal
I
and-
did. What? That if we're talking about something that I knew. I knew Arsenal
Guys.
wouldn't compete. I did.
Guys, let me
and
just
you-
read
and
these
we knew,
two
and we knew Ten
Arsenal
Hag
and
was going to
Chelsea.
get sacked, and you're going to bring in another bum and not win a fucking game all season.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, Amarim is a bum, which we
Okay.
will talk about in a bit. Anyway, Montclair Moyes.
Just before we go, so
Yes.
expected to challenge, but you're still underdogs, right?
Anyway, let me read these super chats. Big up to all of you guys. Make sure guys are liking the video. Make sure guys are subscribing. This is just prolonging the Arsenal segment. I knew I should have fucking. Big up to Sean, who says we haven't played anyone good yet. What Sean is saying. Yep. BIG is the one that sent me the clip of Egal talking crazy in August. I predicted this Arsenal downfall, and he said there was no chance. Yes, there was another clip, but yeah.
Post it. Don't be scared.
No need. This is not the Egal
We'll
cooking.
wait for that one.
Big up to you, BIG. Thank you for the super chat. Big up to Jay Finn, who says, I don't know why people think LFC already won the league when last season Liverpool were top in March and lost and then drew 5 games together. Stay humble.
Shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
You already won.
Yeah.
I have
were
to
you
stay
top,
humble.
well, were you top by 11 points? Or could you
Yeah, you're
could
gonna
you
win the
remind us
league,
what the
man. Come
points
on, man.
total was?
Liverpool only win the league when there's no title race. It's visible.
There
The
isn't a
is
title
done.
race.
Title race is
They're
done.
11 points clear. What title race?
Yeah.
That's fine. That's
They're
fine.
on double
Inshallah, next
digits. They've
season.
lapped everybody.
Inshallah, next
Well-
season we win again without title race.
If,
Wait,
if
wait,
you don't
do you-
think
do
right
you
now
have
you're
any
gonna
news?
win the league,
One second.
who are
Do you
you
know
afraid
something
of?
we don't know?
Who gives a fuck, honestly? Like,
Husam, do you know something we don't know?
No. But wait. So no title. There's no title race. You're running with yourself, right?
Husam, do you know something we don't know? Is Mo Salah staying?
Sam, you're not lagging.
Inshallah.
What?
Inshallah.
Do you know something we don't know? Insiders.
No, I don't have any inside news, unfortunately. I lost Mo Salah's number. Big up to you, Jay. Big up to Sean, who says if he's carried us and best season ever, then he's better than Henry, is what Sean is saying. Yeah, because Henry never carried Arsenal. Big up Patrick
I just
Vieira.
told you Henri
Wow.
carried
Big up
Arsenal
Sol
in
Campbell.
2006.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
They're
Carried
doing
you
it
to what?
this season.
You know, in order to say the word carry, you have to carry towards something. You know, 2006, you won
Jens
nothing.
Lehmann with a penalty save in the second leg of the semi. Fabregas
Oh,
locked
he carried
Vieira
you.
against Juventus.
Carried my ass. So with the
Bro,
position
did you not watch
Liverpool
the
would
game at
be,
the Bernabeu?
Yeah. Henry had a good game in there too, and he was key as well.
big up to Jay, who says with this position, which position would Liverpool be in without Van Dijk? That's what I'm saying. Like, defense wins you titles at the end of the day. That's
Hey,
just
but
real.
listen,
Not
you
arguing.
might
that.
you
Yeah,
might
they're
still be
ridiculous.
challenging, but at the end of the day, without Mo Salah, you don't win majority of your games this season.
Facts.
Yeah, I agree. No problem.
Van Dijk, all Van Dijk does, he keeps the game close. Mo Salah's the one that says, it's fucking over.
Suarez carried Liverpool 13-14. No, he did not. Because Sturridge scored 21 goals. Because Gerrard was literally the player of the season that year.
He definitely
had-
did come.
He had
but he
14,
did- no, but
he
you
had
can
14
say he did.
assists from DM.
Bro, we remember
Bro,
what we was
bro,
watching,
Suarez-
bro.
Suarez-
He
bro,
carried.
Bro,
Crazy.
Guys,
Husam,
just use
Suarez
the word
missed.
carry in a
Suarez
different
missed like
context.
what 5 or 6 games, and he still was on the goal scoring form that he was on.
But
He
here's
missed
the
like
thing,
5
man.
to
I
6
And he
remember
missed
those
the
5 and
games
6
because
games.
he missed
I
games
remember
because
those
he was
5-6
banned.
games though, and that was a Daniel Sturridge hoop sesh. Because I
Guys,
remember every game watching that, thinking we really sold him to Liverpool and kept Torres. Are you pissing me off?
The goals.
Yes.
the
And then
goals,
every
the
other,
goals.
and then every other game you
the
watch,
guy's scoring.
you was seeing how Suarez is
Plus, I
making
met
Sterling and
Was it
Sturridge
Norwich?
look like the best front three in Europe, bro.
Yeah.
That
Was it Norwich that he
Suarez.
scored 4 goals against? What
Yeah,
team
yeah.
was it?
Bro,
Yeah,
Norwich,
Norwich.
The
yeah,
guy
yeah.
was
He
just
was our
shitting
best
on Norwich.
player. Guys, we are conflating best player and most important player with the word carried, which me and Lewis have explained because I think me and him agree at the end of it. I just disagree on definition, and it's okay. We can disagree. We don't have to agree with everything. Okay.
Oh
My only
my
point is to carry. You need to have shit players around you. Okay.
Bro,
Suarez didn't carry Sturridge
Husam,
and Gerrard. He didn't.
Husam, how much GA does Mo Salah have in the league?
41.
How many goals has Liverpool scored this season?
I don't know.
64.
Yeah.
If that's not a carry job, what is?
No,
It's
no.
more than 50%. It's
Yeah, but
carry.
Egal, if you
41
say it that
goals.
way, then it's like more like you're carrying the attack.
No, wait, he hasn't got
To be fair.
41 goals though.
If
right?
you say it
Yeah,
that
he
way,
has
but I'm with
41
you.
goal
I'm with you though.
involvements.
I'm with you.
Guys, of
Yeah.
course he's carrying the
Guys,
attack. He's a
he is carrying the
forward.
attack.
Nutty stat.
Yeah.
If this is not a carry job,
It's
I don't know what a
fucking
carry
hell.
job is. If that's not a carry job, I don't know what the fuck a carry
41
job
goal
is, bro.
involvements in 60 something.
And you have the audacity to sit here and tell us, oh, he didn't carry the end of the team.
No, but I
It's been like-
genuinely believe
It's like
Liverpool's
Everton. It's
maximising
the
him.
fairy dust. Fuck off.
Yeah,
He
No,
did
I
it.
genuinely
maximised,
believe
but it's
Liverpool's
on
a
his
team
back.
is maximising him.
I like
Yo,
this Egal, man.
Yo, It's just different
Like,
definitions.
it's
for
literally
everyone.
they
That's
have a
really
good
just what it is.
squad.
We're never gonna agree.
Guys, you know
Trust
what's funny? Because when Haaland was scoring the way he was scoring, everyone said, without Haaland, what are you going to do? There's too much reliant on him. That's Mo, because he's doing it with goal scoring and assists. He's the creative outlet. So he's carrying. Yes, if you want to say it's the attack, okay, but he's a forward. That would be his role.
I love the fact that an hour into this debate,
It's
only
also the
Lewis who
defense.
understands what I
Like, they've
said.
got the second least goals conceded in the league.
Mo Salah is our best player and our most important player, and he's the best player on earth and should win Ballon d'Or. Okay? That does not mean he carried us. It's a different definition for me.
I'm not disagreeing with that either. To be fair, that's what I'm gonna say.
We just have a different definition to the word, and you guys can't grasp that concept. It's like talking to a Chelsea fan, he'll tell you Kante carried Leicester. You speak to a Leicester fan, he'll tell you Vardy carried Leicester. You speak to a City fan, he'll tell you Mahrez carried Leicester. Guess what? None of them
They're
carried
all
each other.
correct, because it was all
Yeah,
of them.
because all three were fucking phenomenal. That's the point. Okay? You
And
might.
even then, we're ignoring Wes Morgan, Robert Hoof, Kasper Schmeichel,
Can we say
Yeah.
all
that?
of them, man.
Can we
Danny
say that-
Drinkwater,
Thank
proper Chelsea.
Real
What
If
quick?
you take Henry out, Arsenal doesn't go invincible and win the league. We agree. If you take
Okay,
Salah
can-
out, we
can-
go win
can
the
we
league.
also
Yeah, if
say
you take Sol
Mo
Campbell and
Salah
Ashley
is not
Cole out, it's
Liverpool's
the
best
same
ever
thing
player
too.
in their club's history.
You take
What?
Vieira out, it's
In
the
the
same
Premier
thing
League era.
too.
Egal
Salah
is
is
so
Liverpool's
You know,
Vieira
man,
in the
still
Premier
talk
League
about Vieira being the best midfielder of all time in the league, and he played
Yeah,
a key part in
exactly.
that too.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't hear many people talk about Vieira as the best of all time.
No, there
Really?
is people who have that.
There
A
are
lot of people have
There's
that.
a lot of
He's
people.
one
who
of
All right,
those.
say
fair.
Vieira all the time.
But let's talk about Mo Salah is now Liverpool's best all-time
How about
player
we
in the
stop
Premier
talking
League
about
era.
Mo
He doesn't
Salah
want
and I
to have
want to
that
skip
convo,
through
Egal.
these?
He's not gonna have that
We can
No,
convo.
talk
but
about
bro,
Arsenal
Yeah,
and
we
fucking
move on.
Chelsea.
Egal,
Oh
he's
yeah,
not-
yeah.
Oh
We're
my
going to the
God.
next
Can we
one. He
move
wants
on?
to
Yeah,
slander
Yeah,
Gerrard.
exactly.
Bro, I don't
Yeah.
care if the show's 3 hours today. I don't know about you guys, but I want
I
to
gotta
answer
drop.
to
I have
this.
a show
I ain't
after
got
this.
time
Husam,
today.
I wanna
I have
answer.
a show after this.
Husam, I want to answer. Is
He's
Mo
not gonna
Salah
answer.
now the
End of the
greatest
season.
Liverpool
I
player
told you,
in
end of the
Premier League
season. End of the
history?
season. End of the season.
Is end of the season if he wins the Premier League, Golden Boot, and the
I'll-
assist
I
record?
care about individual performances. So end of the season, I'll speak. Inshallah. Subscribe to Don Husam. Big up to Dan Carlito who says Egal is so disingenuous, crazy copium, is what he's saying.
wow.
I'm disingenuous. Get out of here.
If Salah is missing, we don't win the league. If Van Dijk is missing, we don't win the league. Who is carrying who? LFC, I love you. This is the best super chat of the day because someone fucking gets me for the.
Let me.
You know,
answer
you
it.
know what it is, bro. You know what it is, Husam. What came first, the chicken or the egg?
No. This is very simple. Virgil van Dijk is missing. They concede more goals. Salah's missing. They don't score
And we
goals.
lose the league.
No,
That's the
I think you lose the league. I think you lose more games if you don't have a goal scorer.
So if we didn't have Van Dijk, you don't think we win the league?
No,
think we win the league
obviously,
still even
but
with
it
Van
depends
Dijk?
how many games he's missing. Either one, you're gonna miss.
Do they
you're
win
gonna-
the league without Van Dijk, Egal?
No, I don't think they can win the league without either.
Very good.
But my point is, Mo Salah is the one that's winning them these games. Van Dijk is
But
the one.
no,
keeping
but then
them
it's the
close.
same energy for Van Dijk. You're contradicting yourself.
This is wild.
Bro.
You just said they don't win the league without Van Dijk. So, same thing.
We have the second best defense in the whole league. So it's not for no reason, يعني, man. He's
Who's
fucking
the
there.
more important player this season? It would be Salah.
So
My
wait,
brother,
Brother,
see how
you
he
just
just
said they
changed
don't
the
win the league
narrative?
without either of them.
I gotta drop.
Don't
I gotta
change the
drop.
narrative.
I agree
Big
with
up,
that.
Vator,
Big up
man.
to you,
One
Vator. Big
second.
up.
Big up
I am
Vator.
not
Big up.
taking away from Van Dijk. I'm just simply saying the attack is what wins them the games. The defense is what's keeping them in challenging for the league. I
Yeah,
get that.
Habibi,
And
no
this
one.
is why there isn't a carry job.
I'm doing the lead judges.
Okay,
Guys,
40 minutes
Guys,
in,
He's
we've got
done
there.
it
There's no
again.
carry
He's
job.
done it
There we
again.
go.
he's our best, most important player. Wallahi, I've said this from the first beginning of this argument. Uqsam billah. Big up to you, LFC 12225. Big up to Redline Tarango says, Egal so eager to discredit LFC. So pathetic.
I'm not
man.
discrediting you. I'm giving him more praise.
I hear it. Fonzie says Gravenberg best midfielder this season, Van Dijk best centre back in the world, Alisson best keeper, Maka, Trent, Konate all fantastic. But yes, Mo is doing it all himself. That's my point. That football is a team sport.
What the fuck are we doing here? Gravenberch is getting you 41 GA.
No, he is not. But
He's
Gravenberg
getting
is.
you 41 GA.
Oh, so the argument's just all GA.
McAllister, Alisson didn't even play majority of the season. What the fuck is this comment?
Egal, it's
No,
all
Grab-
it's
good.
who's the
That's-
best midfielder in
It's
the
not
league this
that
season?
serious, man. It's
The
it's
best
good.
midfielder in
They're
the
gonna
league
win
this
the
season
league.
is debatable. You could say
Salah
you could say,
should probably
could-
win
but
the
main
Ballon
thing,
d'Or. It's just
but
gonna
the person who's
happen.
been the
It
most
is what it is.
consistent is Ryan Gravenberch. Fair play.
Morten Peterson said 17 games without Salah last year. 12 of those Premier League games. Liverpool 1 loss, 2 draws, 14 wins, 40
How many
goals
did he miss
scored.
this season? Oh,
This season he
Zero?
didn't miss any.
zero,
Yeah.
right? So
Alhamdulillah.
why are we talking
Alhamdulillah.
about last season? Get over yourselves.
They go, buddy.
This is how have we got head loss before the Arsenal?
yo, I know.
We haven't even spoken
the
about it. I didn't even
funniest
mention Bowen or anything, and we have a head
This
loss.
is so much
Taking up
energy
the
for
field,
not even
brother,
your own
please.
player, though. Egal. It is what it is.
Salah is in the same bracket as maybe Bale and below Messi and Ronaldo. Yeah, I don't think this is a crazy claim. I think Gareth Bale is a phenomenal player. You know, but
Salah's not in the same bracket. Bale's got 5 Champions Leagues, please.
this is just a dumb argument now. You're
Salah's
just
a
going to
better
bring
player
up
than-
Maxwell. Maxwell is the best left back of all time.
Salah's
He
a
has
better
2
player than
trebles.
Bale.
He has 2 trebles. He has 3 Champions Leagues. He has a
Bale's
league
a big game
title.
player, too.
Gareth
Gareth
Bale
Bale's
has
a
2
big game
Champions
player as
Leagues
well.
on your
Also,
head, bro.
guys,
How about
Maxwell.
that?
Yeah, he
He's
scored a
got 2
bicycle kick on
Champions
your head.
League on Salah's head, bro. What you
He
want
scored a
about?
bicycle kick on your head.
Maxwell won the league in
He's
Germany,
got a man
in-
of the match Champions League
in
medal all
Spain,
in one on Salah's
Italy.
head, bro.
He's got 3 trebles. He's got 2 trebles and 3 Champions Leagues. Big up Maxwell, best
Anyway,
left back of all time.
I'm on to Egal, so we can move.
Yo,
There's a
Gareth
title
Bale
race,
or
but
Mo
you
Salah,
fumbled
who's
and you
better?
keep going. This is what Gregory is saying. Big up to Pirolo, who says Husam, do Liverpool have the good balls to get Endrick? It's not about having the balls, it's about having the ownership who won't get. Yeah, Habibi, it's fucking February and the Ballon d'Or contender doesn't have a fucking contract. And you want me to tell you we're going to sign Endrick? Please, mate. Salah carried, but then doesn't sit at the top table, is what Sean is saying. Yeah, you can't have
Who
both
said
sides.
that?
That's to Jordz, not you. Not everything about you, Egal. Because
'cause you're
Jordz
making
is
up a
saying
deal.
that Salah is carrying Liverpool, but then he's saying he doesn't sit at the top table.
George, you said
What do you
that.
mean? What do you mean he doesn't sit at the top table? What do you mean?
The table
You're
is
saying
Henry.
Bale sits at the top table, Mo Salah doesn't?
No, he's talking about the Henry debate.
Oh, he doesn't, but cool.
George just completely missed the point. Big up to you, Sean.
I probably
up to
did.
Gonz-
but Yeah.
Yeah, big up to you, Konzo. Why didn't Mo carry us when our defense was depleted during the COVID year? Why no trophies? Carry us, Mo. You're our only hope. Like, that's actually an example of when I think Mo did carry us to top 4 qualification that year. He carried us 100%. 100%. But why? Because Mane
The
was
team
crap.
wasn't perfect because there was no defense and who was out.
Thank
So,
you.
so can I say Gabriel? and
Because
Saliba
you want to
carried
know
us?
why he carried? Because there was Nat Phillips and Reece Williams. There was fucking no midfield. They were all crap. And Mane was dog shit that season. Firmino was dog shit that season. Guess what? He carried the dog shit team to top 4 qualification. Carry job.
And who's been dog shit for you this season?
No one.
Not even Darwin.
يا أخي, stop. You're just being so disingenuous at this point. Darwin is not even a starter for us. Bro.
No, but you said no one. No.
I hope you don't blame Sterling for this after. Egal needs to carry himself to relax. Biggs, don't say stupid shit. Big up
Listen,
Egal's hair.
my hair ain't that bad. I
Yeah,
don't
you
need
don't
to
have
go
a
to
bad
Turkey
hair.
yet.
You want bad hair? You want bad hairlines on this channel? Go look at Hamza's hairline. Anyway, big up to all of you guys. Make sure you guys are liking the
I'm
video.
gonna be
Make
a
sure you guys
super fox before I go bald.
to the channel if you're ready to do so. Guys, there's been a phenomenal debate. We got 1,000 people in here. Can we just get fucking 500 likes? Like, it's a free button and it costs you nothing. Just close the live chat, hit the like button. Also, all these guys' channels in the description. Carefree Lewis G, even Jacob the Pussy's channel in the description. Shik TV, Vator Games TV, Egal Talks Football, and Durag Diaries. Go subscribe to every single one of them. Speaking of Egal, now you don't have to, your veins are popping for a Salah topic. Arsenal 0, West Ham 1. Talk to the people, brother.
All right. So before you guys start saying I'm gonna come up with conspiracies about the referees, I thought that was a clear red, and there's no excuses about referees this week. So let's just get past that first, okay? First things first. I think that's the first time I've said that all season, that there was a clear refereing decision that went against us that was 100% spot on.
But just to get out of the way, was there any other refereeing decisions you weren't happy with? Just you know.
Well, if you haven't been here, there's been many throughout the season.
No, I mean in this game in particular, of course.
Oh no, the refereeing decision was not the factor in this game. I think even with 10 men, even with 11, we were struggling to break them down. It got to a point where we're just at a situation where it's like we're now at plan like F. You know what I mean? Or should I say plan M with Mikel Moreno at striker? Like it gets to a point where it's just untenable to continue to think your attack is going to perform with this quality, this poor of quality within your team. I think anybody who has 4 attacking players out, they're going to struggle. We've seen title challenging teams like Man City have numerous players out, fall off. We've seen Liverpool with 4 centre backs get injured where they were, and now Arsenal with 4 attacking players out. It honestly goes back to the January transfer window. We should have done better. They should have made sure they got something in. They should have signed somebody, but they didn't do nothing. You go back to the summer transfer business was not good enough. And yeah, everyone's going to talk about individual players and their performances. Miles Skelly getting sent off. He's a kid. He needs to learn from that. I thought the person who got a lot of stick from our fan base, and it deservedly so, is Martin Odegaard. He created 4 chances, but stats sometimes lie because I don't know who he created those chances to. I don't think the chance created actually show his impact in the game because it's really non-existent for majority of the game. And it looked like the Ethan Waneri show once again. He was doing his best Bukayo Saka impression, trying to carry the team, and even he got injured in this game. So Arsenal go out sad. And I seen a stat: West Ham, Fulham. We talk Arsenal fans. And myself, I talk about the stat that we have against the top 6. We have a really good record versus all your clubs. I don't think any of you guys have beaten us recently in the league. That is, at least, right? And when it comes to the situation versus the likes of Fulham, West Ham, Aston Villa, and Newcastle, we've only had like 4 wins in 20 games over the last couple of years. That just goes to show you.
Well done.
That just goes to show you that this season in, season out, those are the teams that take points off us and constantly hurt us. And we need to find new ways to break them down. And it's going to come down to us going out there and finally sorting out that attack. And hey, I'm going to finish off with this. And this is probably the thing that's going to set people off and get people angry. I'm not as down and out as everybody else. I seen our boy Troops tweeted out, I don't know when Arsenal is going to win the league. We could very well go and win the league next season. We just need to go and address certain key pieces. We just need to address certain things.
That's
and
the
if you
spirit
guys,
next year.
That is a spirit. It
and
started
if you guys-
early. It started in February.
And if you guys,
it is what it is.
if you guys are
but
going to
yeah.
say it, I might as well just beat you to the punch. Whatever you guys want to say about Netflix and everything else, be humble. What else are you guys gonna say? You guys gonna want the manager sacked?
No.
Why did you do the 8 mile?
He's trying to do the 8 mile.
Yeah, how about we say it? Don't try to do the 8 mile thing.
Whatever you
Talking
guys
about
wanna
Arsenal's
say.
best year, next year.
Whatever you guys want to say.
I know everything you've got to say against me.
To say that, bro.
No. Everything
We
you
are
guys gotta
Netflix
say.
and chill. Blah, blah, blah,
I
blah.
like
No one
E-Rabbit, bruv.
Yeah.
No. I just think I'm gonna embrace it. Let's go again next season.
Can I ask?
Let's go again next season.
Egal,
No one's
I'm,
buying
um,
this again.
next
Yeah,
season.
like we
Yeah,
said,
we
they've got
go
the best
again
year,
next
man.
season.
Next year.
I
You
believe
always
this
keep
team is
thinking
still
about
on
next year.
track.
Next year will be a year.
One
Next year
second.
will be
I
a
believe
year.
this
I've
team
heard
is
that for
still on
21
track.
years.
I believe our defense is solid. I believe our midfield is not that bad. We're missing 1 or 2 attacking players. Shore up the midfield, and I genuinely believe we'll be there and thereabouts again next season. And Liverpool, we need to see what they do. We need to see what Man City do, and we need to see what the rest of the league do. But I do believe my team is going to be there and thereabouts next season. And I'm not looking to change the manager. I'm not looking for a major overhaul. I'm just trying to keep as much as possible the same, and just add a striker into this team, a left winger into this team, a little bit more creativity, a little bit more spark, a little bit more goals, and maybe 2 more midfielders that can shore up that midfield, a Zubimendi and a young up and coming midfielder that has the physicality that can benefit us in the long
What
term.
about centre back if Saliba gets sold?
Saliba is not going nowhere. Apparently, Konate is going.
Oh, they're going for Konate instead.
Bro,
Yeah.
why are you deflecting? We didn't ask about Konate. We're past the Liverpool section. Let's focus on Arsenal for a second, yeah?
All right.
For what?
No, but you didn't hear the Liverpool PR has hit Madrid.
Hey. Madrid.
Oh, it's the Joyce bomber too. Fuck.
Madrid are after Saliba. I've heard Madrid are also after potentially a Gabriel. You could lose half of your back line this summer. And you're saying it's on track. At what point does the train come off track? Because there is an end of a line, right? You do know that. The trains just
We
don't go
saw
around.
players, George. I agree with you.
Okay. So do you not think that that's very much a possibility this summer with players wanting to leave after finishing second 3 years in a row?
No.
You don't think that's a possibility?
No.
But how's that not a possibility? I mean, we've all seen our players. No, because okay, well, that's a lie. Do you want me to name the fact?
When have you sold a player?
No, let me tell you now. So, selling club, you're not a selling club, but there's Alexis Sanchez. You sold to your direct rivals in Manchester United.
You didn't get a penny, bro.
Alexis Sanchez.
A swap deal.
He went for
that
a
was
free.
a swap deal for Mkhitaryan. It wasn't a free.
He was a free transfer.
And
we
they
didn't
paid
get a
money.
penny.
It wasn't a free transfer. It was a swap deal, bro.
Regardless, we didn't get a penny.
It was a swap deal. You got rid of him to your direct rivals. Whether he improved or not, you was a selling club then.
Well, when did we sell a recently? When did we sell a player?
Most teams, I haven't sold to a big team either. Nor has Husam.
You sold Harry Kane recently.
That was at 30 years old. We sold him when he was time for him to go.
Oh, but why are you talking about Alexis? Alexis was 30.
It was a 35 million swap deal.
It was, see, look, you're trying to lie. Gal's just like, I remember it being 35 million as well.
We did not get a single penny of that 35 because that 35 also went to Manchester United for Henrik Mkhitaryan.
So it was a
35 million swap deal.
Yeah, both teams probably swapped 35
regardless.
That's like what we do now. You take a player, we take a player.
Chelsea's great at that.
Selling club or not, Egal, your players can be tempted away to go sign for bigger teams. They can go sign for a Bayern Munich. They could go sign for a Napoli, Juventus, a Barcelona, or Real Madrid. Teams that are actually winning trophies.
All right.
You've now got a position of where when you look at your team, again, the trajectory isn't what it was because 2 years ago, Egal, you thought the likes of Martinelli
were going to be even higher now. We're better.
No, it's not because the likes of Martinelli have regressed and his trajectory is no longer there.
Martinelli was on pace to get 15 plus goals before he got injured.
You're just lying to us now because Martinelli's been finished, bro. He's rubbish, and you're trying to say Tony has 15 goals.
You're trying. If this is a fight, you're trying to hit me, and I'm just ducking and weaving because you're not making any points.
You just said 50. He's on track to get 15 goals. What the fuck does that even mean, bro?
He got injured.
How's a player on track to get 15 goals? For one, we all watch with our eyes. Martinelli's shit. Martinelli
might be shit.
But Shik, would you take? Martinelli wouldn't even start for Manchester United right now. How about that? He wouldn't even start for Manchester United.
Why are you lying?
I wouldn't actually. Him and Garnacho are the same.
Don't be dishonest.
He's not better than Garnacho. He doesn't offer more than Garnacho.
They're the same.
Don't be dishonest.
They're the same.
Don't be dishonest.
So they're two sides of the same cheek, bro.
Guys, the man has 9 GA in 22 games. It's not the end of the world. Why? Just say you're not. Just say.
Wait, is 9 GA in 22 games considered good?
Just say
9 GA in 22 games considered good.
But it's not.
Is 9 GA in 22 games good?
I don't think I'm holding him to the same standard as other people. I'm not expecting him to be a world beater that gets me 20.
He's regressed.
20 plus.
You guys put a Ballon d'Or clause in his contract.
No, he doesn't. What the fuck are you talking about? That's Martial.
Wasn't there a Ballon d'Or clause in Martinelli's contract?
That's Martial for Man United.
I thought there was one in Martinelli's contract too.
Martial had a Ballon d'Or.
At this point, you guys are having howlers.
Martial.
Howlers. What are you talking about? Talk about
you keep doing this. Howlers. There isn't actually no howlers, bro. You're just refusing to listen to things, so it's hard to even argue with you because you sit here and say things like, "Oh, Martinelli was on track to get 15 goals." For one, Martinelli's only had one 15-goal season in his life, and ever since then, he's never going to get that. And literally, he doesn't get those numbers. He's not that good in front of goal. He's been horrible. Your whole attack. Yeah, when we talk about issues, Egal, just a few weeks ago, you said, I don't know what show it was on, but I remember watching, saying that this season could all be a blessing in disguise in not winning the league. This could all be, you're doing smoke and mirrors.
Do you know the context of what we're talking about? In case you don't even know what we're talking about, the people on the panel were saying, what could Arsenal get from this season if they don't win the league? And I said, the only blessing in disguise from Arsenal not winning this season is that we have Ethan and Mazu Skelly who come through and look like they have promising careers going forward. And that, I stand by that. Maybe the wording was incorrect, or people are triggered by the wording.
This season could be a blessing in disguise. Losing could be a blessing in disguise.
No, those two kids coming through and saving us millions in the first team and benefiting us going forward could be a blessing in disguise.
Can I just question?
Similar to how you
Why
see
do you care
Liverpool,
about them saving
similar to how Liverpool right now are coming off the back of a season last year where they burnt out and they didn't win the league. They now kicked on the next season. It's not out of the realm of possibility that you can kick on the next season.
Bro, Liverpool burnt out and then they got a new manager and they got revitalized. What's going to be the change for you guys? Because
Arsenal are going to go get a new attack, get a left winger, get a striker, and get another midfielder. That can
what about all the players? What about all the? What about all the
Does that
players
guarantee you're going to win the league?
Nothing in life guarantees you anything, Shik. What are you talking about, bro?
But that's my whole point. My whole thing is that at what point are you going to be like? At what point are you going to stop being like next year, and actually hold your team accountable for not winning?
You guys were top for 93% this season and bought Kai Havertz.
Have we not been, Lewis? What you just said?
You've
right
not
there
been
is
as
about
wasteful with your last two transfer windows as we have. What are we talking about?
Top 4. Don't chat to me about
your windows in the last two windows have been as wasteful as ours.
You're gonna win the Conference League. My bad. I forgot. You're gonna win the Conference League.
Yeah, UCL, man, 3 times, man. Respect.
Enjoy the Conference League.
You wish you could have a Conference League. You could add it to your dead European trophy legacy.
Egal, this is what I would say.
You have one European trophy. You can't turn your nose up at a Conference League, bro.
Hey, win it first.
Even Tottenham have more than you.
No, they don't.
Yes,
even Tottenham have more European trophies than you.
Yeah, they have more European trophies, but let's not act like
they got more European trophies. So you wish you could have a Conference League.
How
about that?
Who could talk to me about trophies is
well, why can West Ham go to your ground and sing champions of Europe? You'll never sing that, and you don't have a response. Why is that?
We always do this trophies thing. Football is not only singly about trophies. There's progression, and your team.
Not about trophies.
Not every team is going to win trophies every year. Not every team is going to win the league every year. Boy. There's a lot of teams that are going to have good seasons in relative to what they are. And this season has not been a good season for Arsenal because we've not won anything.
Can I just
in
say,
the grand scheme, in comparison,
I said football isn't about trophies.
Do you know how bad this Arteta stint is? Yeah. Pochettino at Spurs spent 410 million, had 2 title races, finished at about 87 points that season behind Chelsea. 26 goals conceded was our lowest in our best season, and we got to a Champions League final. Wasn't amazing, but he's considered a serial bottler, right? This is Pochettino's legacy, is he's a bottler. Arteta spent almost double that amount in 750 million. He's had 2 title races. Most amount of points was 89, but then wait, hold on now. He's not ever done anything outside of that. No Champions League final, no nothing.
That's more than Poch.
So the first 6 months when you won the FA Cup, that makes it better than what Poch done, because you spoke. No. From your words and just
you're picking arguments you want to have.
No. I'm going off of the back of what you just said there. You said trophies aren't everything. It's about progression and getting forward and doing things.
No, but you also said
by your words and your logic just there, the progression what Pochettino done.
No, but what you said is nothing
Arteta's done so far.
1 second.
So
I pointed out
the difference. Spicy Tottenham right now.
I pointed out the difference between the two.
It's not technically.
One actually lifted something before he got to the challenging point. The other one came in, had all these high hopes, never did nothing, and then left. We're still in that situation.
By your words.
We're still in it. Right now, we're still in it. I don't see Arteta going anywhere. We could easily go ahead next season and go win the league. People are making it seem like Arsenal at the end of their road.
Easily. Yeah, we can easily go ahead next season and win the league.
Yeah, because Liverpool are just going to fall off.
Don't forget. It's the teams that are going to be challenging next season.
City ain't going to come back
in and amongst that pack. Don't think Arsenal are going anywhere. My point is, we're still in this mix. We're not going nowhere.
I never think Arsenal.
The point is not about the mix. We're not questioning the mix. We know you'll be there in the mix.
I expect Arsenal to retain their best players. I expect Arsenal not to act like a selling club and get rid of the likes of Saliba or anybody else. I expect my players to come back next season with the ambitions to win the league. And also, I expect my team to go and get a forward, go and get a left winger, go and get a midfielder, and shore out the rest of the team that we need to get this team challenging again. Now, I'm not going to even discredit Liverpool or Man City, but for you guys to discredit Arsenal and say we're not going to be challenging again off the back of 3 years where we've been up there and say we're going to fall off, what evidence do you have to say we're going to fall off?
I'm not saying you're not going to
Not
challenge.
evidence. I'm just
I'm going
concerned
to
about
say
whether your
you're not
players
going to
will be
win.
here next season. Sorry, Shik.
What players, Lewis? You should worry about Cole
Saliba.
Palmer.
No, because now
Yeah.
you're just
What's
throwing
his
no
name?
Egal. You
Ain't
can literally
Saliba got
tell
2
what you're
years
doing
left
right
at the
now.
end of this
No,
year? Or
Saliba
something
has
like that?
3. We actually have a trigger.
Okay, Palmer has
release
triple that.
We have a release. We have a
Palmer
what
has
do you call
triple
it?
that, bro.
We have an
He ain't going
extension.
nowhere.
We have an extension clause in his contract, so we could extend it to a 3rd year.
Yeah,
Look,
and I think
Egal.
we've got one on Palmer too. Maybe I think it's a 9+1. I'm
Okay,
not sure.
I
And either
personally,
way, I don't care if the
have
year
no-
isn't there. We got
I have
another 8.
no fear. I have no fear about losing Saliba at this moment in time. And also, Liverpool's PR has been doing great things with Konate, so we'll see what happens with him.
Stop
Interesting.
Stop the
Although
see
I
how
do
you're-
feel like if you do lose the
Oh,
likes
but you
of
know what?
Saliba,
The
if you
Konate
do lose
thing
the likes of
you brought
Saliba,
up,
I think you will look back on these
Yeah.
3 years
Egal
and you'll be a
just-
little bit disappointed with what your team's done.
Bro,
yes,
Lewis,
let me
if we
Egal,
do
let
not
me
win
just
the
respond.
league,
Let me
if we
just
do not
respond.
win the
let me just
league,
respond. You
while
keep bringing up
Saliba,
Konate.
Gabriel,
There's a key difference. There's a key difference in what you're saying. Konate is wanted by PSG, not Real Madrid. It's
no,
easy to say.
no. Stop. Don't go anywhere.
Who's your
Don't go
source?
anywhere.
Boys did say there was Real Madrid interest.
Don't go
too.
anywhere. Where have you
Yeah,
been?
but
Husam?
that's probably agent talk just to get his contract sorted. That's it.
Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, that's probably there are, but that's how I said. Whispers is essentially give me the contract. That's just agent talk. That's like Sergio Ramos to Man United for 5 years in a row, and then he signs his extensions.
We're
Bro,
admiring.
they're not stupid.
Yeah.
They see.
Yeah,
they see
it's
the
like an
age,
admirer.
Schneider is still whispering.
They
that
see
that's
the
what
age,
Yeah,
the
the
profile,
thing
the
is-
physicality. They might want both Saliba and Konate.
Yeah, but why is it my player is leaving and yours isn't? I don't understand.
I'm not
this.
saying
Like,
he's leaving. I'm just saying Liverpool's PR has been doing great work.
yeah,
It
but
looks like
Konate has come out publicly and said he loves the club and all this. I haven't seen the same thing from
so has
Saliba.
Saliba. He said he's
No.
been an Arsenal fan since young. What makes you think he's going to leave for Real Madrid?
Saliba's been whining and dining with the Madrid players, mate.
Cannot.
Saliba's going to
Mbappe's his friend.
Even then, the overall point Egal is.
One second, Mbappe's his friend. Does that mean Mbappe is joining Arsenal?
No, because I could say the same
Mbappe
thing.
Yeah,
makes
Mbappe
better
goes to
because
Liverpool.
Mbappe's at the more ambitious club, of course.
Also, let me
Yeah,
tell you,
so
let me tell you
keep sway
something.
at
One
it.
second.
You are not
Musiala.
you are
Musiala
not
feels
winning
good.
the English Premier League next season. And I'm not winning the English Premier League next
But
season.
this is the thing, though. I need
unless-
can you again?
Unless-
You don't know that. You don't
I
know
do.
that.
answer
I do.
Sheik's question because you didn't answer it
I
before,
do.
and he made a very good point.
Yeah.
He made a very
What's
good
the question?
Can I just speak a little bit on Arsenal? Egal, when is Arsenal fans like going to just look at when are you guys going to stop saying next season? This is what the 3rd season now that you have challenged with this Arteta team, and all we've been hearing is
When
next
there's
next
clearly no
season.
scope to grow.
Next season, well, this season, this was the issue. So next season, this might not be the issue. So we'll see next season. Oh well, the next season we didn't have a striker. This was the issue. Next season we'll have a striker. Then we'll see. Then it's all of these different. Oh, Man City. Well, if they fall off, then we'll see what happens. They fell off this season, and you weren't there. And that's where I'm just kind of like, when will you start holding this whole Mikel Arteta like process or whatever accountable? It hasn't worked. Whether you want to talk about Saliba or Gabriel or Bukayo Saka potentially leaving your club, the point is ultimately that you haven't won anything in these 5 years. So as simple as the Carabao Cup. Well, you want to talk about the FA Cup? That was Unai Emery's team. This Mikel Arteta team that you have built, this Mikel Arteta after spending 700 million, 800 million, has not won anything. This bad boy Arsenal team that everybody talks about has not won anything. That's what we're talking about. But ultimately, the point is that because you haven't won anything, why would your players want to stay? If your players are as great as they are, as ambitious as they are, why would they want to stay? And United fan talking, by the way, it is what it is. We won an FA Cup last season. Even in our shit spells, we've won trophies. It is what it
Guys,
is.
that's listen. No one.
That's why I'm saying. That's what
guys,
I'm talking
guys in the
about,
chat.
is
Let me
that-
just tell you something. If you make a comment like this, I know for a fact that you actually believe what Shik is saying, and you're so rattled to the point where your response is who the guy supports. Okay, Spurs are shit, United are shit. It does not dispute
shit.
anything Shik
Like-
just said. Happy now, it doesn't dispute anything Jordz just said. The problem with Egal is Egal will always paint the roses and sun signs scenario when it comes to his club, not knowing the reality of the situation. First of all, if Arsenal sign who they're linked with in the summer, Sesko, that doesn't take you over the line, because Sesko is also the developmental player that's gonna need some time to get better and all this fucking bullshit. So it's not he's not gonna get you over the line. The team that's gonna get over the line next season,
getting you over the line right now.
the player that's gonna get Ryan Gravenberch comparing him to Sesko is just so
Is
shameless.
he not a developmental player?
Ryan Gravenberch is a
Bro, he
player
was a
who
star boy, literally one of the best players at Ajax. And
he was a starter for Ajax
I wanted
when they won the
Gravenberch at
league.
United too. We were
And
linked
he
with him, and I
played at
wanted him.
Bayern
Yeah.
Munich. You're comparing him to a
I
Leipzig
remember this
striker.
guy being one of the best young players around the world football, and you're trying to sit here and act like, oh,
And
because
even
he was
then, by
rubbish
the way,
last season.
Gravenberch, it took him a whole year. We weren't talking about Gravenberch last year to begin
Come
with.
on, man.
So that's the point. You're not
you,
waiting.
you
till
guys
the
just
summer
agree
to
with
sign-
me, and you're
You're
going
not
to.
waiting
Oh,
till
No,
the
but
Egal's
can I
just
say
wind
something
up.
as well?
I know
Egal, I have
Egal
a
just wants to
question.
wind us up tonight. I know what
I'm
he's
not
he's just
winding
Egal,
you up.
I have a
There's no
question.
Yes,
way.
you are. Yes,
On
you
a,
are.
on,
You're
a,
on the
on a
wind.
serious note,
Are
Gal,
you
you
waiting
did say
till the summer to sign Isak and Florian Wirtz? No, you're not. You're waiting till the summer to sign Sesko. That's why I don't think you win the league next season. I think the team that wins the league next season is Manchester City. That's why I think wins the league next season. I don't think it will be me
And I think
or
Liverpool
you.
are a bunch of cocks to Man
Because-
City. That's why they
Because
keep saying this
no, I'm just making a prediction.
shit. City pool again. You guys want to just suck each other off.
It's funny. It's funny because when Lewis was predicting you have a bad season next year, you said based on what evidence? So based on what evidence should I say that Liverpool are going to spend well in the summer? Exactly. Do I have evidence of City spending well in the summer? Yes. So I'm going based off of evidence, and then you say I'm a cuck. How does that make sense?
What makes you think City are going to get all their signings correct?
Because City are being linked to Florian Wirtz.
No, you're not allowed to do this. What makes
I'm
you
being
think Arsenal will get any
I'm
of
being
their
linked
signings
to-
They're
correct?
also most
I
likely
think
out of all
going
of us
into
to
next
spend
season-
money.
You said
They're
you're
also
the
most
one that
likely
said
out of
you
all
need
of us
next
to spend
season.
money.
It's a massive
Did you not
unknown.
just tell Lewis use evidence?
Liverpool, Arsenal, City, they all have their flaws. Arsenal have their flaws in their attack. Liverpool have their flaws with the 3 players that could potentially be leaving. And Man City have to rebuild their whole defense
But you
and
just spoke
midfield.
about recruitment. What about your recruitment? It's been horrible.
Bro, they
No,
have to
no,
rebuild
he's
2
missing the
areas
point.
of the pitch.
Okay,
But
he's
they're
missing
most
the point
likely
completely.
to rebuild.
Last
They will
time-
spend money because they do
Who's
spend
to
Guys,
say
money.
those players
out
are
of
going to
all
work
of
out
us.
first season?
Guys, there's a very easy response to this. Last time City had a
I
season.
think it's
Let me
more
tell you,
wild
let
to
me
say
tell
City
you,
are
let
going to
me
win next
respond,
season.
Let me respond because you think everything is about twerking and blah blah blah. Like no one is twerking here. Last time City had a season with flaws, they went and rectified those flaws in the summer and won 4 league titles in a row. So I have
When did they
evidence,
rebuild the
Mr.
team?
Evidence, to
They've
go
already
based on
started their
saying that
rebuild.
they're gonna
They
win.
already started.
And
their
by the
rebuild.
way, they've already
Yeah.
started the rebuild.
They started
So by
their
the
rebuild.
time the season starts, Nico Gonzalez, Marmoush, and all these players have already had 6 months with Pep in the playing Premier League fixtures. Now they're going to add on to that in the summer the likes of Florian Wirtz. They're being linked, by the way, they're being linked by actual credible journalists to Wirtz. They've been linked to Musiala. Have you seen the centre backs they've been linked to? They're already fixing the football club. Kusanov is already a month and a half into his City development stage. By the time that Sesko starts scoring goals for you in December, they'll be flying, all these players. The adaptation period for Sesko won't be there for these 3, 4, 5 players. And that's the point. So when you're talking about this whole conversation, you can't just you can't ask Lewis for evidence. I present you with evidence, and then you say you're mad at the evidence. I have evidence of City bouncing back after having a really bad season under the same manager. The same manager, literally the same manager. Pep Guardiola has never in his career lost 2 league titles in a row. Did I make shit up? I didn't. Against Prime Mourinho, he never lost more than 1 league title in a row. Never. He came back and won it the year after they don't win it. And they always make signings. The year, didn't they, after they lost the league to Mourinho, go sign David Villa and shit, I swear? And then they ended up winning the treble as well in 2011.
Yeah.
So I like, the thing is, you want evidence, I give you evidence, and then you're mad. I don't even back my club. I don't back my club because I have evidence of us being fucking dog shit in the transfer window. Egal thinks I'm a cuck because my club is linked to Kerkez. City are linked to Florian Wirtz. It's crazy for me to say City will win it next season. How is that crazy? I don't know. Would you rather have Florian Wirtz or Kerkez in your team, brother? Exactly.
Brother,
Crazy.
I think whatever Man City do, let's see. But at this moment in time, they're linked to shifting out half the team, bringing in another large portion of the team coming in. There's no guarantee that all those players are going to gel. Arsenal have majority of the shell of their 11. I think we're going to add maybe 2 starters, 3 starters max to our team. That's shifting some of our starters that we currently have to the bench. The likes of Martinelli, Trossard, who've been starters for us, Kai Havertz, who've been starters for us, would be shifted to a bench, improving our squad. I think Arsenal will be there and thereabouts next season. And I think this season, the gap between Arsenal and Liverpool was not that large. Recently, it became a lot worse because of other issues. But fair enough. I'm not going to use that to discredit you. I'm just going to use that as a point to say my team, I don't think we're that far off the boil. And I'm not putting this all on the manager. Every single one of you guys who are looking down right now, if I were to say I'm Arteta out today, you guys would be loving that. You'd be looking at me laughing. I'm not saying I'm the manager out. I don't believe the manager is the problem. And I think all you guys just want to, you know what? Forget it. Let's just keep moving.
No, that is it.
But
I think you're right. No, I think our biggest issue is that you flip-flopped from the start of the season to now. And yeah, look, you're allowed to change.
Midway through the season,
Egal,
you did say that we'll evaluate at the end of the season. Oh, if
and
Liverpool
I also
win the
said
league
if
title over us,
unprecedented circumstances take place, I will not be questioning the manager. And unprecedented circumstances took place.
But no, because it's unprecedented circumstances to you.
How many teams in the league have
is a person?
players?
Can you not criticize someone just because unprecedented circumstances take place?
How many teams have had a lot of injuries in one area?
Arteta gets criticized on a weekly basis from me.
Wait, that's not an excuse.
About lack of
that's not an excuse for someone just because unprecedented circumstances took place. Oh, it's okay because it's okay for him to do whatever he does. Like that's not,
bro. There's two different things. You're complaining two different things.
Egal, you wouldn't accept this excuse from me, Jordz, Shik, or Lewis. By the way,
yes. If I said unprecedented circumstances took for us, if I say we're in 15 because unprecedented circumstances took place because we didn't sack a manager when we were supposed to,
I've got
everyone would be like, "Oh, what are you talking about? You're Manchester United Football Club. You shouldn't be 15th." Like
exactly
all
that,
of those
Lewis. We can all sit here and talk about 2 or 3 of our main players being injured.
Or something.
No one expected Fofana and Lavia to be injured.
None of you guys are competing for a fucking league.
For a league.
People here were telling me I was in the title race 2 months ago.
I think Arteta this season has actually been his best season. Honestly. For him to deal with the issues that he's had and to still have us competing up until this point, I'm giving him a lot of credit.
Literally, I'm fighting. I'm headbutting a wall right now.
You really have to love Egal.
I'm impressed that he's had Arsenal competitive to this level with our key attackers out.
I can't believe
a bunch of our defenders.
I'm impressed that you can.
This is basically saying we haven't won a trophy
more than Arsenal.
We haven't won a trophy for 6 seasons.
I'm not blaming Arteta.
No, I'm not saying you blame. I'm saying you rate Arteta more than Arsenal.
I'm blaming the board for not signing players in January. I'm not blaming the board.
Lewis, that is it. He's an Arteta fan, not an Arsenal fan. That's exactly what it is.
Hey, I was at Arsenal before he even joined as a player. So
no, I know. I get that. But now you've transferred. You're now an Arteta fan and you're an Arsenal fan.
No, I'm being honest.
You talk about Arteta.
You guys, I think Arteta is the stick you guys like to beat. But the reality situation is he's the person keeping this team afloat. He's the only person I trust.
Do you know what it is?
The club. Keeping shit together.
I know.
I think if Arteta was sacked tomorrow, there's more chance of Saliba leaving than if he's still there. And I think that's guaranteed.
You know what it is, yeah?
Okay, can I just make one point quickly and then we will have to talk about the Blue Boys. With everyone fit and no injuries or controversies, Arsenal Football Club lost to Newcastle, draw to Chelsea, Odegaard came on, draw to Fulham, draw to Everton at home, 0-0, by the way, with both of them fit.
Okay,
the reason why I think there is a mentality.
Liverpool won
why can't you just let us talk for 5 seconds? No. The thing is, you want to know the problem? Let me tell you the problem. I spoke to you after the Villa draw. I heard what you said after Liverpool drew to Aston Villa. And you said there is no excuse to not beat West Ham at home. West Ham have a dog shit side and a new manager who are 16th. Even if you don't have Saka and Havertz, you're still expected to beat them at home, regardless. You want to know why? Because they're fucking dog shit. I don't need Salah, Gakpo, and Jota to beat fucking Ipswich at home or beat West Ham.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
We beat all the shit clubs last season.
Don't deflect.
What was the score when you played Ipswich at home?
Deflecting. It's 16th place team in the league. You do not need your best players to beat them. If you don't need your best players to beat them, just straight up, you're not good enough.
They're below United, respectfully. They're below United.
We
Yeah.
don't need to do that.
Whatever.
I just think what it is for a gal is like when
Sorry,
a
I had
guy
to make
gets
a
his
point.
first bad
Alright,
bitch, he's just like, she can't do no wrong. She can't do no wrong. And so with Arteta right now, you just think everything's great. Like, you're just like, no, do you know what? No, I get why he done that. It's because he wants to do better for the club. You know, I get why he wants to take Saka. He wants to overplay Saka because if Saka gets injured, wait for it. No team's gonna want to buy him in this summer. It's 4D chess. It's 4D chess from Arteta.
Nah, bro,
Don't
you
worry.
guys are being
Don't
silly
worry.
now.
No, I hear it.
Listen,
Okay.
tell me.
Can we talk about Chelsea now, Egal? Is it okay with you? Can we talk about Chelsea?
I need to address this. Tell me which game in the league Mo Salah or Van Dijk or Ryan Gravenberch were ever rotated. Were they ever rotated, bro? Tell me which game you won with those guys missing. Tell me.
It's not the Liverpool section. This is not the
No,
Liverpool
because
section, man.
because you guys love to do this thing.
What's
You guys
the
love
point?
to
How
do
are
this
you
thing.
going to
That's
how are you going
how
to
I
answer
love to do
our
this thing.
question with a
You
question?
guys love
That's
to do
what I'm
this
saying.
thing.
Arsenal fans, I
No,
literally,
no.
Husam watched my show
Bro,
earlier. You saw the same
wallahi,
thing happen in
I don't
football.
speak
You
for
can't
all
ask
Arsenal
Arsenal
fans.
fans questions. You
I don't
can't.
speak for
Because
all
they
Arsenal
answer
fans.
No,
they
I
answer
speak
back
for
in a
myself.
question.
What's
with
the
a
point
question.
you're trying to
Listen,
make, Egal?
Listen, don't even paint all Arsenal fans with the same brush as me because half of them don't agree with me. Majority of them dislike me.
They don't.
wanna punch me in my
I
face.
get that, Egal.
I'll tell you
No.
this. I'll tell you this. I think you guys want me to sit here and tell you this team is shit, all these players are shit, Saliba's gonna leave, Arteta needs to be sacked, and that's not gonna happen. The
No, I
reality
genuinely just
situation
want
is
you to be
Arteta's
honest and
not a
actually
bad
hold.
manager.
I-
Arteta's not a bad manager. He does
We
make
just
mistakes.
want you to hold your
I don't
players and
think
team accountable,
He
Egal.
is
You've
not
never done
accountable
it.
for the situation that we're in this season. The board made a mistake in January. He asked for signings. They still didn't give it to him. They let him out to dry. They disappointed him, and they disappointed all the fan base.
Did Ornstein report that he didn't want Matthias Tell, by the way?
I don't know if that's true or not.
But
Regardless,
even
he
when
said,
he's had decisions to make signings, he
regardless,
signed Kai Havertz.
regardless,
Egal,
This is
in
stuff
Arteta
we're
does not
talking
3
about.
decide.
years of
Arteta
you,
does not decide how much Ollie Watkins is worth and how much Arsenal should pay for him. He doesn't decide that we don't want Isaac for 55 million because it's 15 million over the valuation. He doesn't decide that.
But you're happy when he
Big up,
makes
TJ.
these decisions and the team makes these decisions because you just said earlier, about half hour ago, that I'm so glad that Waneri and Miles Skelly came through because they saving us money. Like, why do you even care? Why do you care as a fan if your club's saving money because academy players are coming through? Why do you care?
That was David Ornstein. You know, everyone loves to talk about the Ornstein bomber. It says Arteta just didn't want to bring in a body. Could you explain that, please?
Speechless.
Maybe he wanted players that he knew that were going to make a difference. There's unknowns with that kid.
Oh,
He knew we're gonna make a difference, but now he's playing Merino.
God, man.
Anyway, big up to all of you guys. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing.
I don't know why you guys are getting mad.
Super duper mix.
Listen, my team lost. You guys just keep celebrating.
Yeah,
I
don't worry,
think
don't worry. We're not talking
You
about
know
another
what?
club that lost.
We
Khalas.
are the most hated team, and I love it.
Here we
hating
go.
on
You're doing the United fan thing now. No,
Always a
Don't like that.
victim.
United
I
fans
hate
are
it.
never
Never
your
ignored.
fault.
It's
Now
never
said
your
Arteta
fault.
asked for players. We
never
bring
your
him Ornstein
fault.
saying Arteta didn't want to bring in players, and there's still an explanation.
Okay, when
Always
did
a
Arteta say he
victim.
doesn't want a striker?
It
though?
is never your
Khalas,
fault.
it's okay. It's okay.
He
Don't worry.
said
about
he
it.
didn't want to bring
Don't
a
worry about
body.
it. Don't worry about
Just because he
it.
doesn't.
Anyway, I
want
want to talk about
Matthias
Chelsea, you guys.
Towell doesn't mean
We
he
have to
doesn't
talk about
want
Chelsea.
players.
Khalas. You're right. We're all wrong. Arteta should sign 10
Thank you. For once, somebody on a stream says that.
Yes, don't worry. Should sign 10-year extension. I want 10 years in a row of you being second.
Yeah,
So now
Charlie
let's
Scott,
talk.
That bald shit is gonna lose his head next year.
Yeah,
Watch.
he's gonna win a league title before Arteta
Who?
phase 1. Now
Fair
let's
play.
talk Chelsea.
It's not phase
Lewis.
1, by the way. It's a continuation from Klopp.
No, here we go.
And
You
if
can't even
Arteta was to
fly
get
by
sacked
comments,
today,
bro.
if Arteta was to get sacked today, it's not
Why do
phase
you feel
1.
the need to respond to everything? You're
Yeah,
definitely
he
out
responds to everything because his head's gone.
It's
That's
phase.
why.
It's phase what? M.
He's- yeah.
Phase
Phase
M,
thing.
like you said, right?
Anyway, Chelsea Football Club. Lewis, talk, brother.
They're shit.
I love the gal, man.
Hey, you want to
Chelsea
fucking
shit.
talk? We're both fucking shit.
Don't
So,
compare me to
Here
you,
we are,
man.
man. London is dead. London is dead. And all
London's
of that.
finest, you said, right?
Oh,
Okay,
shit. Yeah, we
can
are
you-
London's finest. You've done nothing to take us off the throne.
You
What have you
guys-
done? When we said we overtook London, you know what we did? We went back to back in the league, won all the domestics, won the UCL, and went and did it all over
No,
again.
but yo, talk to me about your world class squad. Talk to me about your squad that's better.
I
than
love
the
how
Dortmund
Egal has
squad.
all this vim for Chelsea.
I
Why?
didn't
Where
even
was
get
the
a
vim
chance to
for your
explain
own
the
player?
game.
For real, man.
Where's the vim for my own players, bro? What the fuck are my players gonna do? The team was freaking decimated.
Oh,
It's
my.
fucking
And what's
Husam.
my team, bruv? What's my
Become
team?
a Rangers
Husam.
striker.
I've got Nkunku at left wing.
no
Which
panel
one's
for
Lewis,
that.
worse?
Lewis. It's okay, Lewis. You had unprecedented
See,
circumstances.
he gets unprecedented circle. I have
You didn't
no
buy a
Lavia,
striker.
I have
Yeah,
no
you didn't buy a
Fofana. This
striker.
is the reason why my run is dead. I'm sorry. That's all I have to say on Chelsea. Goodbye.
Is that why Cole?
No,
Palmer
wait,
missed the 1-1?
no, Egal. You're seeing
that
the
why
exact
Cole Palmer
problem
missed
with
the
what you're
1-1?
seeing.
No, I have injuries. I have unprecedented circumstances, and the ref has fucked me in the last 10 games.
Is
Sorry,
that why
that's all I have to
Maresca-
say on
Excellent.
Chelsea.
Big
Oh,
facts.
okay.
Because whenever
Is that why
no,
Maresca's
Egal,
getting-
because this, if everyone does what you done about their team, this is how conversations will go. This is exactly how they will go. We will all just
Okay.
sit there
I
and
have
go,
injuries.
I have injuries.
No. Look
I
at
have
his
injuries.
image. Put Lewis full screen. Put Lewis full screen.
I mean,
Yeah,
that was a cold
Why is
image.
Cole Palmer meeting with? Oh, he changed
Ah!
it. He changed it. He changed it. Why is Cole Palmer meeting Vibes Cartel? Why isn't he getting ready for his next game? Walk on with
Why?
him.
Why? Because he's allowed to do what he wants in his
Why?
spare
Because
time.
he's got
That's
wild
why,
card,
bro.
Bro,
That's why.
I like Cole Palmer. He was chilling with my boys in Dubai. He's a cool guy, chilling with my Somali
Shout out
brothers in
Dubai,
Dubai.
man.
Shout
Shout
out
out Dubai.
Liban.
Lost to West
Cole
Ham as
Palmer's a
well.
cool
Shout out
guy.
Dubai.
But bro, he needs to perform. It's been 11 games.
I
now.
love how we're digging out a 10 for not having a good game, but we didn't want to talk about Mason Odegaard in the last section.
Wallahi, Martin
Uh,
Odegaard for the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks has been garbage, bro.
Is he playing?
Yeah,
Yep,
against
and
no,
so
us?
is Cole
Mason
Palmer.
Odegaard.
He has been absolute
And so has
garbage
Phil
too.
Foden.
So
all
why
three
did
of
you
them-
just say this in the Arsenal section? I don't get it. Like, why? Why did it become we all let Arteta down and you were about to cry? Why?
No, because you guys
Hey,
dictated
yo,
the
Africa.
conversation and kept. Taking
I
it
said
to
the
us.
word Chelsea and he just there's something in his brain switched completely and he's like,
I don't have to
now,
defend
like-
Arsenal anymore. Let's go,
Listen,
Gegenpress.
Martin Odegaard, Phil Foden, Cole Palmer, all three of them, what do they have in common? When the team was not playing well, they look like passengers and they struggle.
Oh. So who's got the best attacking midfield in the league?
Honestly, this season, who does?
Hey, this season it's still been Palmer. He's just been wanked the last month.
Nah, it's not been popular.
No,
Sorry.
everything before the last month was more than enough for me.
On the weekend, the best attacking midfielder was Bruno, and his team drew.
No,
On
Bruno
the
was
weekend, the
not.
attacking midfielder was Szoboszlai.
Oh, no,
It was not
Szoboszlai.
Bruno.
No, but
It
actually,
was
I
not
do.
Bruno.
Look,
It was not
you know,
Bruno.
let's have a serious conversation because I think
forgot about
we're getting
Szoboszlai.
around this stuff.
Bruno's never,
Back
bro.
to Chelsea, Lewis, on a real one. Yeah.
No,
you
I have
a
injuries. Fofana, Lavia.
No, but are you
Daddy
Maresca
Shield.
out on like a serious one?
No.
Nah,
No.
he's gonna
And
give
if
up here.
anything, if we're talking about this game, this is the last game to even look at Maresca. A lot of the things that we asked for, we got. We wanted Gusto overlapping. We got Gusto overlapping. We wanted Palmer on the right-hand side. We got Palmer on the right-hand side. We wanted somebody up front that wasn't Nkunku. We got Pedro Neto, who was actually pretty promising. We've lost physicality and aggression in the midfield. We put Reece James in there. And honestly, it was still just the same blueprint of we'd win the league in 30 minutes, but it's a 90-minute game. Because the more the game went, the more we just fell off. Like, I didn't think we were too bad in the first half, but the difference is, like, they have a bench. Meanwhile, we've just nuked our bench over the last month, and the only idea of depth that we decided to bring in was a Strasbourg succession plan for Andre Santos. That was our idea. Meanwhile, they bring two attackers in. One gets both assists and the other one gets both goals. And here we are. This is the difference. Now, a lot of the players, like I said, didn't turn up. Malo Gusto, I'm at a point where I want to see him dropped because he'll overlap and be shit. He'll invert and be shit. I can't be asked. Go play Josh Ashimpong. Cole Palmer, that was straight cheeks. Forget even just the 1v1 that you fumbled that I've literally seen you score against Bournemouth with defenders closer to you, which was absolutely embarrassing. Man was losing his balance the further the game went. Just being very, very sloppy in terms of his decision-making. And also not being helped by Nkunku just being a straight hologram. That was my only problem with Maresca. He should not have come out for the second half. Nkunku, I can't be bothered with him. Nearly every time we play him, the guy's a straight ghost. Unless he's playing in behind Jackson as a second striker, I don't want to see him in the league again. I want front. I can't be asked. Get rid in the summer. Sell him. He'll be good somewhere else. It won't work with us. We should have kept João Felix. But we decided not to do that, and he decided that he was the one that we're going to keep, even though he agreed personal terms with Bayern Munich. Jorgensen. he should not get dropped, is the first thing I'm going to say. Sanchez makes 50 mistakes a game, plays 51 games. Should not get dropped. With that in mind, disgusting mistake for the second goal. That is literally Sanchez's performance in a good game, where you do most things right and then you fuck up the chance that leads to the winning or equalizing goal. Poor. But with that in mind, he needs to start the next few games. Tosin, didn't really notice him too much. Same thing with Colwell. Good moments, bad moments. Only decent players. Pedro Neto up top. I want to see that again. Reece James, I want to see him play in the midfield again. Enzo, sensational. Caicedo, sensational. Rest of them mid to not good enough. And that game was especially depressing because every other result that I wanted happened and we didn't capitalize on it. Which is why we could still potentially be getting top 4 if we can just win our next game, which we had fucking better because it's Southampton and Leicester at home. But
are you
not
starting
good
to get
enough
worried
from a
now?
lot of players.
Are you starting to get worried now? After investing how much money?
Honestly, I should be, but I'm not because nobody's capitalizing on our form. Everyone else lost around us, except Newcastle. And they've got Liverpool next. So I expect them to drop points again.
Bro, you're in 7th.
City go to Tottenham. Bro, there's like 5 points that separates 4th and 10th. That don't mean too much. But really,
do you know who you play the next couple games?
Southampton and Leicester at home. They better be 6 points and not a point less.
If you drop points versus Southampton or Leicester, safe to say Chelsea after that with Arsenal, Tottenham, Brentford to end the season, you're not getting top 5. You need to get 6 points from Leicester.
I don't think it's as cut and dry like that. Because
I think it is.
No,
Simply
it isn't.
Put, if you don't get 6 points, if you don't get 6 points, let me get my point across though. If you don't get 6 points from those games, you're going to be playing twice a week in the Conference League also, where the other teams won't be. You're still going to be playing in the Conference League. You're still going to have more games. You're going to have less rest than the rest of the teams. And you're going to want to play your best players or some of your better players in the Conference League also because you're no longer playing scrubs. You're in the knockout rounds. So it is going to be a situation.
And do you know what? He makes a good point, yeah. Because
it's not even anything too bad. Like I hear it because this is also it's a great opportunity for us. Because my point was that the teams that the rivals are having around us are all banana slips as well. And none of them have shown me consistency to really be worried about. But you're correct as well. It's Leicester and Southampton at home. This is the perfect opportunity to capitalize and build that ground back up that we've lost. And we're probably not going to get an opportunity like this fixture-wise, which is why I'm going to be fucking annoyed if we don't take advantage and go 6 points in the next
You know something?
So you're not wrong.
Leicester, you got a problem on your hands. You don't know why? Their defense gave us problems, bro.
Because you guys aren't good at attack.
Brentford just packed them. Brentford just packed
Chelsea's attack right now. Chelsea's attack right now is toothless. Chelsea's attack is toothless.
But I think we
Southampton gave the champions elect a problem. I don't give Chelsea any hope of getting top 4 if they don't beat those two teams. And right now, I expect them to drop points in at least one of those games.
I really don't. We're lucky to play the bottom 2. Southampton are the only club with more shots, errors leading to shots and errors leading to goals than us.
Do you agree with his first point though? If you drop points to these next 2, then you can't be trusted for top 4.
I don't think we can be trusted already. But you still have to build that back up.
Wow.
Now, I feel like
we got 2 wins in our last 10 league games. Why can we say we should be trusted?
With that top 4 battle, the reason why it's going to be mad close as well is because although, like you said, the gap between the 10th or 9th and 5th and
4th and 10th.
4th and 10th is literally
and there's
like
only a 4-point difference if you want to.
And most of those teams are going to be playing each other constantly, so it's literally going to be moving up and down. And I'm like, I know Tottenham have got a lot to play. A lot of the teams above us as well, and there's a lot of these teams are playing each other.
You must, my friend.
A lot of them are going to be 6-pointers between. So if they, like you said, if they don't win these 2 games, they're pissed. Like Chelsea are pissed. But if they win these 2 games, they've got themselves a good buffer ahead of those teams, where they'll put themselves in a decent position where they'll probably be favorites for 4th.
Yeah, like you'll still be close to it. If you drop points in these games, then that gap's just going to become bigger, and then it'll be tough for you later on to
I think top 4 is looking long because
the season.
Not Forest. Look, more,
I still
like,
think you're in it. I still think you're in
the
it.
top
Definitely.
four is still doable with a run
Yeah,
of
yeah.
victories, but you've gone 2 wins in 10 league games. Now you have to rebuild that.
I hear
you have to
You've
go on
had
a
an
proper run like
amazing first
Pochettino
half
did
of
at
the
the end of last
season,
year.
and you have just fumbled the last 2 months. We should be clear of all of these teams. Respectfully, even Forest. But you've gone 2 in 10.
Yeah.
Relegation level form. The table in the last 10 games has us in 16th. That is terrible. So you have to build that back up.
But
You
this
know
is
what it
what,
is?
this is why I'm confused why you're not
Chelsea
Maresca
weakened
out. Though.
themselves in January.
Because that's only 10 games, and look what we've done in the first half of the season.
No, but
before.
this is
Lewis,
That's
exactly
a
what
lot
happened with
more
Spurs,
than
though.
anything I've seen last season.
Lewis,
A
don't
lot
you
more.
No, but Lewis,
Felix?
I think
Don't you
there's
miss Joao
been
Felix?
with
The what?
with
Don't you miss Joao Felix
Right.
right now?
But I've said all for weeks I prefer Felix here instead of Nkunku.
I doubt Felix would have made a difference, but I tell you the thing with this.
He was killing it for AC Milan. No,
He'd give me more than Nkunku on the left and up top.
Stop it, Felix. Felix will always do this where he has like a good first fucking 3 games, and then it's just the same shit happens.
I hear all
Yeah.
of it, but Felix will get involved, which is more than Nkunku. Nkunku
I
is
hear
a straight hologram.
I
Like,
rate
it might not be
Nkunku-
much.
I'm
or
literally
like a
seeing tweets from
world-class
AC
thing,
Milan players
it's
complaining
more.
about him already.
yeah.
Yeah, I rate Nkunku higher than Felix, but it is what it is.
Okay.
So that's the
Wrong
not
team,
not
maybe.
necessary point to.
But I don't
to-
think
to-
Nkunku's a bum. He just ain't gonna
argue.
work here. It's fine.
Felix scored
He
1
ain't
goal.
gonna
My
work.
Yeah.
mistake.
I want to say one thing. Chelsea have very easy run into the top 5 this season. This season now you have to make top 5. It's not even top 4,
No, they
and
don't.
it's the top 5. If you finish 5th, you get Champions League.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
No,
pretty
no,
much.
but they play Arsenal, Tottenham, and Brentford.
It's because of like coefficient.
Egal, the teams that are above them are Nottingham Forest, fucking Bournemouth. These are the teams that are above them. City,
but-
who themselves aren't
And
consistent.
they're not clear of us either.
Chelsea-
by the way,
Husam.
except for us.
Yeah, wait. Let me tell you. Let me tell you
Nottingham
the point.
Forest are better than them. Man City are better than them. Newcastle are better than them.
The guy's got
Aston
so
Villa,
much
man.
energy for everyone but us.
Aston Villa are
I
better
don't
than
get
them.
it.
I
You hold
really
a
don't
standard for
think
every
that.
team but your own. I don't get it.
I hold my team to a high standard, but I defend my team from nonsense.
No, you do not.
I genuinely.
No,
I
you
know.
do
I
not.
don't
You
even
hold your
think-
team to a
I
high
don't- I'm
standard.
sorry,
Chelsea
I'm
is
sorry,
just
I'm
straight
sorry.
up.
You know what you guys need to do? You know what you guys need to
City
do?
v Chelsea
You
is
need
a
to sit
straight
down.
mid-off. Let's
You need
just
to
call
sit
it what it
down
is.
and actually
We
watch
take
some of my
certain
8
squad
minute videos
areas, they
last
take
No,
night.
but you have
certain
but you
areas.
have more excuses for your team. But then whenever we try to say
No,
something about our
because you
team,
guys are
never
making
hear- you never
arguments
hear
against
it.
my team. I have to tell you what I think.
Okay, no one's making arguments against your team. We're making arguments against your logic. Now, when it comes to Chelsea, the reason why there is no excuses this season is because the teams are now 5 teams in the Champions League. So no one can tell me that Chelsea aren't a top 5 team in the country. They are, which is the reason why they have to make the top 5. As when it comes to the next 2 games, we're all in agreement. The next 2 games you must win. Leicester, Southampton. Everyone cut the bullshit. These 2 games at Stamford Bridge.
Wait, so
There
I
is-
can't use the unprecedented circumstances.
No,
You can,
because
you can.
I don't let Egal use it. Listen, these next 2 games against Leicester and Southampton are must-win games. You must win both games, and that's just the reality of the situation. Both teams are absolute dog shit. Like, both of them, their last 2 games, they lost 4-0. Southampton lost 4-0 to Brighton. And what's it
Southampton have
called?
1 league win in
I know, but
16.
Husam, you forgot. There's a blueprint
And-
on how to beat Chelsea.
Yeah, maybe to apply
Bro,
a
there's a
blueprint.
blueprint on how to be Arsenal.
To apply a blueprint, you need to do like a certain
man.
thing. Southampton have no capabilities to apply no fucking blueprint.
But
Leicester
they
don't
almost
have
beat you.
capabilities.
And they're
Southampton.
bigger bozos at the back that we are. And that's
Southampton almost
proven
got a draw against
statistically.
you.
You're
remember?
saying that, bro, Southampton are just
No, they
rubbish. They
didn't.
haven't got the quality to compete
Yeah,
with
they
teams
did.
like Chelsea and
No,
other
they
teams
didn't.
in the league, bro. They've had a few.
Yes,
decent-
and for me, I'm looking at these next 2 games, and Chelsea need to get 6 points out of 6 in order to build their confidence up. And I think there are no excuses for these next 2 games because they're heavy favorites. Like, we're not talking about like, oh, there could be something here type game. No, they're both dog shit, and they must both be beaten. Now, in terms of the Maresca conversation, same energy. I don't blame Poch. I don't blame Maresca. I think both of them just have a team that still needs a lot of work. And the problem is, Chelsea are not showing any signs of learning. And that's the problem. People are not deeping it. A club that wanted to pay 60 million for Garnacho in January is not a club that's learning. A club that wants to sign all these fucking youth players is not a club that's learning. The only thing that takes Chelsea over the line, is players who are very good, who have players who are of elite quality, players at least who are top class minimum, you know. Even someone like a Solanke would have done well for Chelsea. Someone who just has at least Premier League experience. Maybe the next step for Chelsea is signing at least Premier League proven players who are 24, 25, 26. Okay, I get it. You don't want to sign fucking 30-year-olds, but at least sign 25, 26. No need everyone has to be 21, 22, 23, just a bunch of
Someone
children.
who can buy a drink in fucking America.
Exactly. Sign good players who are
We've
at
already
least
got our youth base now.
of a decent
I don't
age.
need more youth.
So
And at the same time, when it comes to Maresca, just like the club last season said the target is top 4, obviously the target this season has not gotten fucking worse. Chelsea Football Club briefings, don't lie to our faces, you fucking bums. We obviously know that you want to get top 4. And okay, Habibi, I'll give you top 5 this time because 5th gets you Champions League. So you achieve the target, yani.
You know,
But
now
at
there's
least
a
the top
protest. They've all changed, and now they've briefed that top 4 is a target.
Yeah, that's
Maresca
what I'm
literally
saying.
came out on Friday and said top 4's always been a target.
Yeah,
Like,
just
you're
get top
taking the
5.
piss.
Just get top
You
5.
said
Just
something
get top
different
5.
last week, you prick.
It's so easy. It's so you could just get top 5, and the clubs above you as well. Like, you know, you look at these teams: Newcastle, City, Forest, Bournemouth. City have 1 win in 13. They themselves are having a shit season. You get me? Forest, on paper, nowhere near Chelsea. Newcastle, on paper, nowhere near Chelsea. Bournemouth, on paper, nowhere near Chelsea. There is no excuses for Maresca to finish at least in the top 5. 5, I think is achievable. Now, I will say that this though, I don't think that Chelsea fans should want Maresca sacked, even if he doesn't finish top 5, because what this team needs is the same thing that I said they needed last season, but I was hounded out, which is continuity. You need to hear the same voice. You need to hear the same manager. Not every time change, because that will affect your team negatively. You just need to hear the same voice over and over and over and over again, and that will help these young players develop. And in the summer, just make the right signings, and you'll get over the
I
line.
hear
But
that.
as of
Like for me, I think this is actually the manager to do that with. So I hear it.
yeah, you can. Listen, we're never gonna agree on Poch, but
That's why I'm not even trying to open that book.
Yeah,
But I'm saying now
regardless,
I'm on the
just keep.
same side as you. I agree.
Yes, just sacking him is just pointless at this point because you're gonna get a new voice again and start over.
And if
the
it's
fucking
under
process
these
again.
sporting directors, I don't care who it is. I don't give a fuck. I don't trust them. They're fucking bums. Dumb, and dumberest. All 3 of them.
Yeah. Anyway, let me just do this super chat before we wrap up. So Shik can go do his stream over there and talk about his shit club. Big up to all of you guys. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel if you're yet to do so. Let me just read out these supers. Egal praising Salah just to protect Arteta's failure is what football knowledge is saying. Egal is the one that has the ulterior motives on this channel, you guys. It's not me. It's never been me.
Yeah, I got an agenda, guys.
Yeah,
My agenda is to protect my team at all costs, apparently. Bullshit.
Yes, you know.
It's not. It's not.
That's why you're fucking smiling, Egal. You know it's true as well. You know it's true.
Never change.
Egal steers ladid, which means delicious in Arabic. See, Osvaldo is from the Dominican Republic and he's speaking Arabic. Don Husam influence. Alhamdulillah. Asna Jumbo, slip those likes. And yes, make sure you guys are liking because we even have 700 people to close out the stream. Can we just get fucking 400 likes, you fucking
I've been
frauds?
to Dominican. It's a good place, man.
I want to go one day, inshallah. Hit the like button. Hit the like
Females
button.
look
Osvaldo.
amazing.
Big up to Fonzie who says just one more piece for the 4th year in a row is what Fonzie is saying. Bro, by the way, I completely disagree
Is
with
this
the
the
guy's
Inter
point.
fan?
No, Liverpool fan. I actually think Arteta's best season was the first year they challenged. The year where they were top of the league by 8 points and they were playing sexy
He didn't
football.
have as much adversity as this season.
Why does Jacob keep putting Ange in the chat? I'm so baffed, Jacob. What's going on, bro?
He
I
just
see
wants
saying
he
Ange,
just
but
wants
probably
people
Ange.
to talk about Tottenham's win.
Shout out, Jacob.
That's 'cause they've
I
gone
think
3 in a row.
I think we could be having a conversation about like politics in the Middle East, and then Spurs would be brought up by Jacob. It's just who he is.
Jacob is more obsessed with Ange than you guys say I'm obsessed with Arteta.
Nah, that's not true. I've seen Jacob call out Ange numerous times, but no. Yeah.
Actually, that's a
I'll
good
check
poll
the name
question.
of
Let me
it.
ask the chat. I'm gonna ask the chat who's more obsessed, Ainge and Jacob, or Egal and Arteta? Who is more obsessed? This is a fantastic question. Thank you, Egal. Thank you. So Arteta, Egal, and Ainge Jacob. Let's go. Perfect poll right here. Let's see actually the results of the poll at the end of the stream. I got local trusted Egyptian sources. Salah is staying. The day he announces the contract, oof, the party will be elite.
Wait, is this Omar, the Omar guy that was
No, that's Omar Zaytoun. This is Omar Rushdie.
I thought he was the one that was singing in Football Wars. That is like the best clip on Twitter.
Loki, Omar can sing, you know. I feel like they cooked him for no reason.
No, they cooked him because it was funny.
Yeah, I know. The issue with Egal, I held my club accountable though, Egal. I didn't say unprecedented circumstances. The issue with Egal is that he always envisions bad scenario for others and never his side. That is not optimism, it's called jealousy. You could get injuries again this season, you never know. That's the thing. When I first started rebuttaling, what did I say? It's always the worst case scenario for everyone else and the best case scenario for me. That's the definition of delusion, because that never happens in football ever.
I'm not delusional, I'm disillusioned.
Look at the response, Jordz. Read it. Look at this. What the fuck am I supposed to say back to this? Like what? How can I even say something back?
I know you write your
says,
wife the maddest love letters. First.
Back.
Honestly, Jacobs is the best person with words ever, bro.
Trust, man.
I know
You
that love
silly
letter
man.
goes on like a whole tangent
Mate,
as well.
you go
He'll
do
tell a
that, lad.
story. He's gonna tell a story about something completely irrelevant in that letter too at the same time.
Billy Ray Cyrus has lost it. On my life, Egal is skip Bayless region. I lose brain cells.
It's my turn.
Don't ever disrespect Skip Bayless like that. Big up to you, man.
He's finished, mate.
I'll be honest with you. I used to listen sometimes to what Skip is arguing, and low-key, he makes a good point sometimes. I don't even lie. How about them Cowboys? I fucking love Skip, man. We have triple your injuries, but we don't complain, is what Abdi has saying. Chelsea fan.
Shut up.
I actually don't know if we even have that.
Why do you dismiss it?
But no, because you're not in the title race.
Well, I will
Have you
say
seen-
those are key injuries, man.
Actual
Injuries,
injuries, Arsenal have had more than Chelsea. I've looked at this.
Have you seen Chelsea
bro, we don't
injury
have that
list?
many injuries. That was
All right,
last
well,
season.
if you want to do it about Tottenham, Tottenham's had statistically every player but 3 injured all season.
I think we
Jordz
got,
has been
like,
losing
5
his
out.
shit all year long, and he has had the most injuries out of everyone on the panel. This guy had to see Archie Gray at centre back. Egal, have some fucking shame.
I'm still watching Archie Gray at centre back. He's gonna be there on the midweek, bro. Like,
and he's not even that bad at it. Well done, Ainge Postecoglou. You get me? Gonna take my Spurs down the young town road. Big up Nino says Salah 11 Premier League games with goals and assists in 24-25. Hazard 11 games in his whole career. These Chelsea pricks want to compare Hazard with the king. Is what Nino.
All you Salah fans know is GNA, man. Like, your guy's a baller. Just stop being sensitive. Hazard will always be the better football player. Salah might leave with a better legacy.
if they really thought he was so much better than Hazard, they wouldn't even be comparing him right now. If they really were convinced by the Henry argument, so they always go back down to Hazard for a reason.
It's because players still come out and just say that they prefer Hazard. Even like Whistler and Mbuemo just came out and said it today. It just rattles them. Look, big up to your guy, man. I don't slander Salah like that, but Hazard will always be the better football player. Hold it.
I don't even remember the last time I brought up Hazard in a debate. To be
Yeah,
fair,
it's only this season. It's Egal that brings it up on this show. It's not even you.
yeah, I haven't even brought up Hazard.
And I don't bring up Salah. I prop Salah. You see, every time I come in your chat when you're losing, like, when's Salah scoring? Hurry up and get this over with. On board. I'll come back in 3-1 when Salah scores. 3-1, Salah scores. I'm back.
I think this season specifically as well, if he does the 30-20, oh my God.
Yeah,
Salah
like,
will
he
be-
might end up with a better legacy. And so I won't argue that down. But I know what I'm arguing with Hazard.
Technique, which I'll never deny Hazard has more of.
And I'll
Salah
never
will-
deny Salah's output and his ability in the final third.
There you go. Respect moment, guys. Respect moment caught on
10
camera.
respect moments.
Egal, maybe you're the problem. You know this? Maybe you're the
He's the
problem.
one
Egal.
who's always like, oh, he's definitely better than Salah now, right, Lewis? It's always him. That's just a straight wind-up merchant.
That's so fucking true, because that's literally what he says as well. He's literally
Yeah, what
Hi,
are you guys
Egal.
talking about?
Talking about
Salah
how you're
had-
the only guy who tries to drag the Hazard Salah debate on the show now.
Salah's gonna have a better season than Henry.
Bro, we're not going back into it. We're so
Peak.
We moved past it. We had the respect moment. Salah will break Henry's record, 20 goals and assists. Inshallah, he does. Inshallah. The
He's
one thing
gonna
that
break both records. Erling Haaland's also.
Great.
Watch him get 35 goals.
34 goals is gonna be sticky still. Like,
Bro,
What's he on now?
Liverpool are gonna feed him. He's gonna be eating like Zeke for Dallas back in the day.
he has 25 goals and 25 goals right now. There's 11 games left. It's not impossible.
Did you
but
say
the
eating like
Haaland
Zeke?
one is gonna be tough. I won't even
Ezekiel
lie.
Elliott?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
He's
I'm sorry, I
garbage,
don't watch
man.
NFL. I don't understand that.
He was elite at his time.
Hey, it is what it is. I think the Haaland one is going to be difficult, but the 2020 thing, I think, inshallah, as long as Gakpo stays fit, we're good to go. We
You're
have hit
winning the
400
league.
likes.
Just admit it, bro. For God's sakes, this is annoying.
Habibi, you think you aren't annoying when you talk about Arsenal?
I am.
Okay, khalas, let me be annoying then.
One
Big up to
second.
all of you guys. Make sure guys are liking the video. Make sure guys are subscribing to the channel if you're yet to do so. Guys, everyone's link is in the description. This has been probably one of my favorite A-listers, I'll be honest with you. Make sure guys are liking, subscribing. Go subscribe to Durag Diaries, it's in the description. Go subscribe to Egal Talks Football, in the description. Go subscribe to Carefree Lewis G. Go subscribe to that bum Jacob in the chat, and go subscribe to that fraud Vator. By the way, the results of the poll are in. 85% Arteta is more obsessed with Egal than Jacob is obsessed with Ange Postecoglou. And Shik TV, this stream is going to take you over to his Mud Brothers stream. You get me? It's going to be redirecting you over there. Go show him the love. Go show him the support. We're taking him over there. All 600 of you, go tune into his stream. You get me? Tell Spooby he's a fraud. You get me? Tell Shik he's a fraud as well. We haven't even spoken about this club. Oh my God, everyone hates Man United.
There's nothing to talk about. It's good we didn't.
They're no
there's
longer a
nothing to
topic
talk
even.
about.
It's just a regular day. You get me?
Yeah,
Big
I
up the
agree.
Montclair
There's nothing
Moyes.
to talk about.
Anyway, I'm gonna see you guys back tomorrow, inshallah, for Husam X Stomach
Fuck the
Scoppish,
Moyes.
1:15 p.m. UK time. And yeah, see you guys at Chic TV now. Peace.